I just woke up. I'm still very tired. It doesn't matter. We're gonna kill a clown today. I am going to kind of hop right into this. Because I am starting late. Probably taking the night off. Or done something, done something where I'm not as worried about the time crunch. But I want I want this arc to be over. I need to get back to playing real games soon. Hey Janae, hey Secret, hey Caleb. I want to get back to playing real games soon. And I want to, if not catch up on this game entirely, then at least goddamn finish this fucking arc. So we're just gonna fucking hop right into it and let the clown ramble on. Give me my snake to ensure I get through this quickly. I'm always a slut for beating up clowns. The national pastime. This American is apple pie. Apple pie! There is a poll for the most popular female party member in Persona. Is it an official one? Or is it like that, that protagonist one? Or that one gore over snout that one? That was like super popular a couple years back. Gee, I wonder if a majority of people are going to vote with their dick. Never mind, the answer is clearly no because they voted for Makoto. Last place is Metis. Why was she even on there? Literally, why was she even on there? Fucking get in the trash where she belongs. God, I'm sorry. Makoto is still so boring to me. I tried. I did like her. I still like her. But, like, the more I have played any games involving her, the more I realize just how bland she is. Oh no, they're attacking the nothing. Oh god, the horror! Hello, Boop. Oh god, they're attacking the nothing. Truly terrifying. You done? What's up, Dusk? Fem Season 7? Yeah, I feel like she also probably shouldn't count. I ask again, was this official? Or is this something a fan put together? Lurk, lurk, lurk. Boop, that fucking video, good god. My Arknights girls are growing up so big and strong! Yeah, I would have gone back to that, but I guess I just figured, one, like I said, I want to get back to playing real games soon, and I want this fucking arc to be done at the very least in Honkers. And two, I figure this way we have all the stamina we need in Arknights. Hopefully clear through most of that event. It's a Japanese survey team. Okay. You like Naoto? Naoto's good. You're talking about that? Yeah, Janae mentioned. Yeah, it's okay. People are allowed to have bad tastes. Hey, Fusion. Maya is in 15th place. There are people out there, whether they play Persona 2 or not, I think that part's even incidental. There are human beings, alleged human beings out there, that think Makoto from Persona 5 is a better character than Maya from P2.
その可能性はないと思われる。部屋に出入りした痕跡はなく、保管していた装置も無傷だった。それらの状況から、コアは内部で突如消えたとしか考えられない。
その後気候が暴走して、私たちはここに閉じ込められたってわけ。自分たちの基地の
See, Tesla can't believe this shit either. Persona 5 fans are just built different. Yeah, they sure are. Sure are. Chie in 4th. I don't have a problem with that one. I like Chie. I'm not one of those Chie is best girl people, but she is a very good character. Genuinely. You took a nap early, so there was no face stream today's secret. Yeah, I took one for 3 hours. But that was only because I only slept for 5 hours in the first place. Kasumi?! People voted for Kasumi?! The literal plank of wood? Who had an entire special edition of the game based around her, and yet still contributed nothing to the overall plot?
彼女が現実空間にいないことを除いたらね。空の律者の力を使って虚数空間に入ったのでしょうか。いや、空間を移動すると力を使うため、急速に上昇する曲線が観測データ上に残る。
We're talking about how they're built different. One of the ways they're built different is that they subsist entirely on glue. And probably enjoy the smell of their own farts. Jesus fucking Christ. You can confirm that, Dusk? Okay. Thank God the science backs it up. Thank God the science backs me up. Fake building with glue sticks and pop sticks. Dusk, you are not as bad as these people. You are not as bad as people who would vote for Kasumi as a good character. They eat glue, have dented foreheads, and what else? You're bad, but not as bad. Again, I like Persona 5. I'm not even one of those people who completely condemns the game as part of a franchise. I think it is a very good game that's just buried under a lot of storytelling issues and kind of undermines its own message. And the message itself isn't that deep in the first place. But I'm just saying. Makoto is very boring. Kasumi is basically non-existent. Even in what was effectively advertised as being her game. She is so insignificant, it's embarrassing. Like, where the fuck is Aegis? Aegis is also slightly overrated, but literally, where the fuck is Aegis? Like, I get a little sick of hearing about how great Aegis is, but she is fucking great. Where the fuck is she on that poll? It's all I just realized it's all P5 characters. It's literally just recency bias. Good fucking god. Crash Article saying P6 should be a 5 follow-up from On's perspective. Article, I want a female pro tag too, but this ain't it, chief. Einstein, you believe this shit? Yeah, I'm sorry to be talking about all of this instead of the plot, but like, you get it. There's a clown. It's going to turn other people into clowns. Lisa
その全てが僕たちの一方的な願望でしかなく、
I guess is
そ
in
して
8th
千人力
place
者も僕たちを意図的にそう誘導しようとしている。
behind
そ
a
れって
protagonist
おとり作戦はむしろ
who
相手が
admittedly
そう
has
仕
more
分けさせた
personality than
罠だ
most of the
ってこと？
protagonists, but is still a
でも
blank
数字
slate
的に
mostly.
千人律者のコアのエネルギーレベルは通常律者の1000分の1しかなかったのよ。
ごまかす方法はいくらでもある。例えば人形の数は1000を少し超え
Yeah,
た
the
だけ
people who voted in that poll are built different.
1001体だったり、そしたらエネルギーの差はほぼ生まれない。それにそれぞれのコアから観測できた崩壊エネルギーは完全に一致していたわけではない。
They
そう
said
な
that
ると
P5S was a great,
その違い
extremely
は
fitting
ますます
epilogue for all of
曖昧なもの
P5.
機械を
They
騙す
took
こと
away
が
my
できる。
robot daughter
もしくは
and gave her to a clown.
人形は支配の律者が持つ力の付属品に過ぎず、本物の支配の律者はまだどこかに隠れているか。一つでもコアがあれば律者は消滅せず、しかも全ての仲間を復活させることができる。
1000体の個体を犠牲にして一つの個体のためチャンスを作る。
Are the people who voted in that poll Saber or Build fans? Probably.
全文明の千人律者はそれほど綿密な計画を持ち合わせてはいませんでした。
I don't need
律
to
者た
speak
ち
for
もまた
myself.
進化していることを認めなければならないでしょう。
I've heard enough of the poll that none of it
支配
fucking
の
matters.
律者はこれまでに出現した全ての律者の中
Like I
で
said, the people who voted in that poll, the people who voted in that poll clearly sniffed glue.
自分が弱いから正面突破
No
では
robot
勝て
daughter
ないと
either.
知ってい
They
るから
included Metis, but
最
not
初から
what?
捨て身
What?
の戦法を取ったのではない
I
でしょ
don't
うか。
care.
わざわざ
I'm gonna have enough shit to get mad about tonight playing the clown arc of this game.
律者の目標は
I don't need to get mad about stupid polls.
錆びたランタンから煙が出て暗闇の中で子供が騒ぎ、観客たち
That would
が
imply
拍
they've
手し
seen media of the persona.
異色の瞳が
I'm glad Gina's writing articles again.
ソルトレイク基地が襲撃さ
Hey
れる前に
JC,
発
our
見
girl
したチケットだけど
what's pooping? Our girl Gina is writing terrible persona articles again. He'll be happy to know.
キアナのこと？
ブローニャはそう思います。あの時はリスクを避けるためブローニャとゼーレだけが基地に残ったので奴らの計
That
画
and
は
running
失敗し
terrible
ました
fan
が
polls
でも
beside the best
人
female
形たち
characters
は
in the
諦めて
franchise.
いなかった。ずっとチャンスを伺っていた。
だから僕たちがおとり作戦を決行
Gina hasn't played Royal yet, that
奴
is
らは
true.
罠だと知りながらやってきた。奴らにとってどんな代価を支払おうともキアナが北極収容所に送られることは阻止したかったんだろう。そして僕たちの
She'd
気が
still vote
緩み
for
始め
Kasumi
た
out of
頃に計ら
principle.
い気候を暴走させて基地内の電磁障壁を解除し支配劇場へのつながりを可能にした。
あとは前回果たせなかった演目をなせば何もかもがチケットの予告通りになります。
本当に悪趣味な奴らね。
つまりキアナはすでに支配劇場にい
But
る
if
とい
there's a
うこと
popular
でしょ
male
うか。
party member, I want
今
Goro
の
to be
状況から
first.
してその可能性は高い。
Not
厄介な
necessarily.
敵です。奴らは
I don't know who I'd want to be first.
自らの強みを発揮する
I know Goro is one of the Goro is definitely as of Royal one of the more complex characters in the series, but
見ていました。
で、これからどうすればいいの？
everyone knows I should be number one on that list. I don't care if it's girls only. I am clearly the real best girl.
まだ残されてるかしら。
Gender is irrelevant.
前回と同じように
I'm the real love interest. That means I win.
人形たちを誘導しますか。
You sure do, honey.
2週間かけて千人律者は僕たちの警戒を緩めた。しかし同時に僕たちはこの2週間で以前はできなかったことができるようになった。今回もこちらから仕掛けよう。僕たちの力で
We literally did that before. This is literally the same plan we did last time. But okay, Einstein. I don't know what the puppet files are, but we're not going to worry about it. Good God, we're changing perspectives a lot in this arc.
喧嘩と
Mm-mm. Oh, hey, it's that lady who tortured a man to death in one scene.
ビクター、客と二人で話したい。まだ言うな。当ててみる。そうだな。さてはやっと私の身体検査を受ける。
What Toei properties have had games made of them released internationally?
あんたにとっても私にとってもこの世界。
None. I don't think.
考えてみろ。人類の意識が主導権を握る力者。
Gender is irrelevant? That's why Goro is fertile? Yes. What fanfics have you been reading, JC? Life finds a way. Life always finds a way.
ベネベントの古城火事、バレンシアの海洋事件、それに
Wouldn't Digimon be a Toei property?
ヨルムンガンドの記録にある特殊個体よ。
I mean, they started as a toy line.
ああ、そいつらは他の人形との接触を拒み、常に単独行動。
I don't know if that counts. Because that's just a license they have to make anime for. I genuinely don't know if that would count. If you want to count licensed stuff, then yes. Obviously, there's stuff like Dragon Ball and One Piece by that logic. But in terms of fully original IPs that Toei created, not really any. Even the Kamen Rider games, the few that are in English, they are only in English because they were released in Asian-speaking territories that have English as a second language. The one where Tokuro and Goro have a family of kids. Oh, how nice! I want to read that one.
ついてこい。あんたも知ってると思うが、千人律者の能力は
A few games related to the anime series will remember the whole reason that we got fucking Rio, the obnoxious asshole in Digimon Tamers, was because one of the games was canon, or deemed canon, and they wanted to promote it in the anime. Yeah, like I said, Digimon is Bandai. Like, I don't think Digimon would count. Even if some of them are specifically themed after the anime, like the fact is that at the end of the day it was originally a toy, and that is owned by Bandai. Completely original IPs of Toei would mainly just be the tokusatsu stuff and Precure. And probably a handful of other anime that I can't think of off the top of my head. But all their other stuff is licensed. I still do not understand this May outfit, by the way. Like, I don't know, I feel like it almost kind of undermines her giving up her humanity to become an heir share. The fact that she could just go back to this more normal looking form without the devil horns. I don't know. That might just be me.
理にかなった推理だな。お世辞はいらない。まずは律者コアに関する質問に答えよう。また私の推測になるが、支配の律者が奪えるのはコアの力であって、コア本体ではない。だから奴らにとって
How tall is this elevator?
コアの方がより高い価値を持つ。容器のないコアだと使える力が限られてる。
Same reason why Zhongli wanted to become a homo. You mean homo? Same thing? No! We don't indulge the we don't indulge the Zhongli child shippers. I guess, or I can grab. Yeah, maybe we can. That's fine. He can still be a homo. That's right. I forgot about Aishtaha. In this house, we support Zhongli and Aishtaha. Unironically, had more chemistry. Your bones are subatomic. You should get that checked out. That's no bueno.
ある事実を隠すために。奴らは
Chilumi Master
雷の
Race.
律者の力を奪えない。それがあんたの欲しかった答えだろ。やっぱり支配の律者が力を奪う過程だが、実際は力と力のぶつかり合いに過ぎない。まさに
Man, Sailor Moon. Yeah, once again, same thing. No, that was an adaptation.
支配下に置くのさ。しかし
Like, there's definitely Toei stuff that has had licensed video games made it to America between Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and One Piece. But those are all just adaptations of things other people made. So I don't know if they count.
人形一つ一つの力はあまりにも弱い。そんなリスクを背負えはしないだろう。
That's why we need more Kamen Rider games like Memory of Heroes. Granted, once again, even that wasn't really officially released, so...
それこそ私があなたのところに来た理由でもあるわ。支配の律者はまだ消えてない。
Just got very lucky that is it. What's the... There's a couple. There are a couple of territories like this, but, is it Singapore? Where English is their second language? And that's who that game was made for? Or localized for? Can't remember. Is there a Kamen Rider Gasha? I fucking wish. I would wail for the Hopper Hell brothers. And Kagami. Ah, Meido Demila. Beautiful. Good God! I did end up like, glancing at that poll anyway. I'm not gonna keep harping on it. I'm kind of sick of talking about it, but just good God. People. Anyone butthurt about this poll? The person in first place only has 391 votes. Do you have any idea how minuscule that is? That is a pathetically small sample size. Literally doesn't even fucking matter. Good God. Waste of my time. I got mad for nothing. Wait, what poll? A poll of the top-ranked Persona 5 female, or not Persona in general, female party members, where the top 3 were exclusively P5 girls. With some really, really questionable takes, like Makoto being number 1, and Aigis not even being top 5. But it doesn't matter. I did not realize what a fucking small-time poll it was. That's just sad. Deadass does not even matter. 7-hour session volunteer work? God damn, what a Chad. But your back hurts now. At least you did something. At least you did something for a good cause. Get yourself some icy hot patches. And soak your feet. With nice hot water. Yeah, Kasumi is second, exactly. That was my reaction. The girl who got overshadowed in what was supposed to be her own game by a feral gay twink. Come on. That's just sad. You got ice cream poggers. She just wasn't gay enough. God, I want to replay that game again. I want to replay that game just for the Goro scenes.
前にも言ったが、これらの特殊個体の行動は異常で、集団の輪からはみ出ている。
No, I don't. Yes, I do.
奴らは異常者だと思ってるんだろう。
It's either that or Xenoblade 2.
細工がしやすく
What torture would you rather me subject myself to for the millionth time? Persona 5 Royal or Xenoblade 2?
完璧なものにしてやる。
I'm getting the itch for a good, overly long
あんたに
JRPG.
はわからないと思う。
Since Genshin is fucking dead right now, like more than usual.
隙間の大きさ、位置、持続時間の固定感。それらを
Yeah, I was watching the most recent episode of Nika B's playthrough and I realized that common blades are just NFTs.
人の話を聞いて
And I immediately passed out in anger.
ライデンめ、この子はさっきあんたから渡された時より小さくなっていないか。
You put a gun to your head and see to play TSP5R. I probably wouldn't play it on screen, don't worry. I know people don't want to watch me play the same thing over and over again.
消えてく。
Hey, Neo, I've been rewatching Forza and reminded how wholesome the club is. Excellent. Also, I did see your question, Neo. I'm not sure how I'd rank Gentaro. Like I said, it's very hard to rank the actual main characters because so many of them are just so wholesome and pure.
ダメだ。今はタイミングが最悪だ。
唯一のタイミングでもあるわ。この操作台で合ってる。
So I can't really give him a number score,
ごめんなさい。
but
あなたの操作を見
he
て
is very good.
協力ありがとう。クリア
He's in the top tier on my tier list, so
おい。
he's in Kino Boys. Look at him.
あんたの
Look at him
声
being a
が貴
Kino
重な
boy.
実験材料だ。
So many good boys in Kamen Rider, so many of them, and Toma.
必ず無傷で戻ってくる。まったく。おとなし
You'd
そう
say
な顔
Royal?
して
That's true. If I did do Royal, I could at least justify streaming that again because of New Game Plus. But
今の世代のリツ者はみんなあんな感じなのか。世の中変わったな。
うまくいった。
yeah, sorry, I forgot Japanese. Missed a little bit of dialogue there. My bad.
景色が前と違う。ここは劇場の外周かしら。
How to agree with Pyro Mythic got added to Smash? Oh, I was happy when that happened.
招かれざる客。
I was happy when that happened because they got in over Rex. They got in over the main character.
ここはあなたを
I still don't like Pyra. I would have rather it just been Mithra, but that was never gonna happen. So I'll take what I can get. No, I was happy about that one.
他の客を招待しないといけないんだから邪魔しないで。邪魔しに来たのよ。そんなに慌てて私を追い出そうとしてるのは私が怖いから。
Also, I just saw the second part of your comment, Sinead. Try a straight relationship? No, never.
世間知らずの小娘なんて怖
What
くない
Fusion said.
あなたには自分の意見がない。いつも誰かに
That's
従っ
what's relegating to
て
being annoying.
誰かに頼ってる。
Like I said, I don't know if Nika B's gonna end up retracting some of the stuff he said, but right now I'm glad that he's pretty much addressing all the same issues I did. Which is that Xenoblade 2 is just continually undermined by, there is a good story, deep down, but it is so continually undermined by the character designs, and just the way the characters act, and often just don't seem to fit into the parts that they're trying to be put into, or the story they're trying to tell. It's been very liberating to finally see someone else say that shit. Because I've only watched 2 other playthroughs of Xenoblade 2. And one I did not finish. One was KZ's, and he doesn't talk that much over games, not during his regular playthroughs anyway. He didn't seem to have as much issue as I did. And Chugga Conroy, who didn't say, like, anything about, like, made no comments about, like, this story being undermined by the designs or characters not fitting in the role. Just continually sucked all of their dicks. And I just got kind of sick of it.
しつこい。しつこいよ。
You're annoying!
ねちねちして鬱陶しい。
Also, yeah, the hive mind telling May that she doesn't have a mind of her own.
劇場に近づ
I'd play the clown music if I weren't button mashing.
人形もどんどん出てくる。
Toxic positivity? Yeah, honestly.
時間稼ぎをしてる。この支配劇場
I played the DLC, caused one of our followers to unsubscribe. No, that guy had if you mean Charizard, that guy had unsubscribed during the regular playthrough. He just came back very briefly just to be an asshole in the comments on Torna. What was it? Some shit like, if you keep playing games you know you're going to hate, then you're never gonna grow. Like, yeah, you know the internet. People hate negative reviews. People hate negative opinions on things. That never gets any attention. And I was just like, dude, if you are this much of a fucking baby over somebody being mean to a video game you like. And once again, I don't even hate that game. I've played that game for fucking over 1,000 hours. I don't play games I hate for over 1,000 hours. I just weep for what that game could have been. If you're gonna get that ass blasted, then fucking fine. I don't want you around. Goddamn literal man babies. Can't wait to see Nika's reaction to Rex suddenly being heading an army for no good reason. Seeing him meet Tora again really fucking drove it home. It's just like, good god. Just again, very ham-fisted writing. They try so hard to immediately be like, oh, look how cute and endearing Tora is. But, like, the fact is, he's sucking Rex's dick immediately, like, oh, Rex, great driver, Tora, respect you. Why? You haven't really even seen him fucking do anything. Like, it's the equivalent of Kamen Rider Saber. Just trying to force-feed the fact that, oh, these characters are such good friends. Also, meh. Suddenly we're best friends, exactly! Is Dr. Maki a better written nihilist than this army of dolls? Yes, he is. Dr. Maki is fantastic. Hey, Ninja, we're managing. Mostly because I'm ignoring the plot and talking about other more interesting bullshit. Yeah, I'm literally tuning out the cloud at this point. I'm only not skipping the dialogue because we're talking about stuff that's actually interesting over it. If I missed something important, let me know. I'm trying to pay attention to everybody else, like I'm reading May's stuff here. But the cloud, I'm literally checked out. Hi, Flowers. We're managing. My autoplay randomly turned off without despite not saying it's turned off for some reason. If you want some of the hits I came to the phone, here you are, Dusk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dusk actually hates that game. I think I was pretty goddamn fair to that game, all things considered. No, it's because there were puppets any respect at any scene. Why are they still being treated like a threat? Because they are. Like, it is still an air share. It is still a fucking weird Borg-like hive mind that can absorb regular people into it. Meteor was an excellent tier, yeah. Like, it is a threat in the broadest sense of the word. It's just also that it goes on these fucking overly long tangents that amount to we live in a society, and it's just not very interesting. And me as a viewer is not able to take it seriously. God, this may suck! Eat kitty! Girl! Every scene is the characters constantly trashing on them, yet the scenes are being written as though we're supposed to be threatened, right? Discord resides in society. Society!
彼女に何かしようとするあなたたちを邪魔しに来たに決まってるでしょ。くそ、 私たちみたいな力の弱い律者をいじめて恥ずかしく思わないのか？全然。まあそう潔く認められるの。
I like May now.
もういい。
Is it fair to say I like May now?
千人分の知恵があれば窮地だろうと抜け道を見つけられる。
Ulu, don't you feel so bad bullying me? I'm so much weaker than you. No.
みんなそういう覚悟はとうにできている。全然。
I can't get like a full-on replay, sadly. Hopefully her just very casual. Then is enough. What a queen.
トカゲの尻尾切り聞いたことない？ここを支配劇場から切り離す。そのまま
This is where you liked May much more. I can understand. Just her shutting down this garbage. You're alright, May. You're alright. Old May versus Chad May.
それなら相応の代価を支払う覚悟もできてる。
Girl.
おや？怒った。怒ったよ。
Oh, yeah, you're so bad. That means I win. You.
絶対の自信はないけど、それは向こうも同じはず。おそらくチャンスは一度きり。タイミングを見極めて仕掛ける。今私たちを攻撃しても意味はないよ。でも痛いのは嫌だ。だからこれ以上戦うというなら、私たちも最終手段を使うしかないよ。最終手段？お楽しみに。お楽しみに。
I'm on the edge of my seat. Precure is made $4.3 billion in merchandise. Or no, Common Rider. 4.3. Precure is 7.59. God damn. Jesus Christ. Go Precure. Hey, best. Puppets constantly outdone at every turn by stealing one airshare power.
We have this perfectly under control. Tee-hee, tee-hee.
Where's my snake? I'm not old, you're old. The puppets just slowly but surely becoming crying Wojak.
そんなことができるんですか？
ゼーレ、僕と一緒に説明してくれ。
はい。実は前回ゼーレとブローニャお姉ちゃんが支配劇場から逃げた後、アインシュタイン博士にそのことで相談を受けました。ゼーレが支配劇場から脱出した方法。
Yeah, the popularity poll thing, like it's almost pointless to find them just in general, because what is it? It's either official polls done to like Japanese magazines that have a very low readership these days. Hence that one we were talking about earlier only having like 300 something votes even for the most popular character. Or the only way to actually get a good sample size is internet polls. But people can cheat on internet polls. So either way, the Air Sheriff 4chan, oh god. Wait, bullying? What if the bully becomes your best friend? That's what happened to your little brother years ago and they're still besties? Aww. I mean, it's good. Like, it is possible for people to change. It's rare as hell. It doesn't happen often, but it can happen. Like, people genuinely can undergo, like, significant personality and or spiritual changes, whatever you want to call it. So, like, if the guy is clearly actually changed, clearly does genuinely regret it, then, I mean, yeah. I see nothing wrong with that.
わかりませんが
Xenoblade 2 is basically
やってみ
SAO.
る
You
価
can
値はあ
disagree
る
with
と思
that.
います
That's how it makes you
基地には
feel.
まだ支配のリツ社の影響を受けた人がいるかもしれ
Yeah.
ない
No, I can definitely understand that. Like I
これ
said,
はキアナを救う方法の
as
中で
stupid as the
最も
complaint
詳細のあ
sounds,
る
it
ものだ
genuinely is the best way to put it,
他に
just in
方法はな
layman's
さそうね
terms.
すぐに始めましょう
Xenoblade 2 is just too anime for the type of story it's trying to tell.
またあなたにお願いすることに
Be it the character designs or the over-the-top humor, or the way certain characters are written, and their interactions. Like, it is Xenoblade 2 is trying, keyword trying, to tell a very mature, pretty dark and complex story.
この子人使いが荒くなったわね
It's too anime.
その成長に
It is too anime to tell a mature, dark and complex story.
まあいいわ
It just comes off silly and tonally dissonant because of it.
全部片付いたら
Besides for a couple of moments,
ちゃんと返しなさい
usually involving the villains,
どうすればいいの
the few moments involving the actual main cast that do work, even those kind of fall flat because you're just like, oh, this would be really well done if everything before it wasn't so terribly done.
ああ問題ない
はいはい
見つけたそいつよそいつの位置を
Like that final goodbye scene at the end, I don't want to spoil it. Much as I don't really care about it at the end of the day, I still won't spoil that game for people. But that final goodbye scene at the end would genuinely be very fucking heartrending if you actually gave a shit about the characters involved.
できたわ
But just, they didn't earn that moment.
状況はどう
無事に到着しました。前に入った時と同じ。
Shut up, Sally. We'll get you some mustard goober after this.
通路が不安定なた
Mustard
め、一
goober.
人ずつ入らないといけません。
次は私に行かせてください
Made a friend by fighting with one of the bullies. It kept going until the teachers broken up. You sat in the office. One of you mentioned anime done ninjas. That's funny. Yeah, see, like, I see no issue with that. It's like the Baku Deku thing. Granted, that was a much more extreme case of bullying. I do understand why that shit makes people uncomfortable. But also to turn around and bully others for liking it. But it is very clearly that whether you approve or not, there has been a significant change in that relationship.
何があった
Like, come the fuck
ま
on.
ずい厄介な奴らよ
Me,
侵入に気づか
I
れ
still
た
don't like you either, though, Sale.
奴らは内部から扉を閉じ外部の訪問者を拒否してるみたい
I'm sorry, Seal.
前はこんな臨機応変な対応をしてなかったの
This one is Seal, not
中で
Sale.
何かが起きて
Sale's the good
警戒を強
one.
めたのかもしれないわ
ねえちょっと待ってボス頭早く来てこっちにも異変があった監視中の人形の宿主全員バイタルサインが低下してるわほぼ同時刻に意識不明に陥ってるさすがに異常よね
Oh no, they got back all the puppets we thought were free.
大充立者一体何をしようとするつもり
各地で人形による騒動も起こ
Dinner
り
time
始めた
poggers.
どうやら僕たちと決着をつけるつもりだ
I had nothing to eat but cookies again. So I'll probably take a snack break at some point and get more of those.
それにロザリアとリリアまだ戦える人たちに通達して直ちに出撃するわよ
Yo, you're gonna actually let the Vodka girls do something? What the
ブロ
fuck?
ニお姉ちゃんとフカさんはまだ支配劇場に隙間は閉じられた今私たちにできることは彼女たちを信じることよブローニャとフカならキアナを見つけて無事に帰ってくるだから彼女たちが帰ってくるまで私たちがこの世界を守らないとここは博士たちに任せましょう今は私たちにしかできないことがあるんだから
Oh no, society. Ah.
セーレわかりました
隙間が急に消えました。博士たちとの通信も切断されています。
敵が私たちに気づいたのかもしれません急いでキアナを見つけましょう
はい。重装ウサギがキアナのリストバンドの信号を追跡中です。見つけました。やはりキアナは支配劇場にいます。この空間はかなり混沌としています。地図もなく、おおよその方向しかわかりません。
大丈夫です。その方向を目指して進みましょう。
All the droids are simultaneously playing the I'm the Joker, baby! Sound clip. Oh no. The tragedy. Why are we discussing Project Bunny? Project Bunny is Bronia's tracking system? I guess?
操られた敵とは違います。奴らからはもっと不気味な気配を感じます。
Imaginary type has no counter. Usually countering. Okay. Is this when that type was added? Good God, they took a while to add a new type. Did not realize that it was that new.
Ki no sei desho ka? この階段、無限に伸びているような気がします。
気のせいではありません。空間そのものが伸びているようです。劇場の主はブローニャたちをここに閉じ込めようとしているんでしょうか。
It's her robot.
別の出口を探しますか。
このまま進みましょう。
延々と登り続けてるのに疲れないのか。どうして立ち止まらない？
You're pointless!
ことをして何の
That's
意
some
味
she
が
said.
あ
How
る？
dare you think he's connected to the current crisis joke. Hey, it's just that's Bronia's nickname. She's allowed. She has a soft spot for bunnies, if I recall correctly, because of Homu. She's allowed to be cute. The puppet bitch is not allowed to be cute.
こちらにあまり力を割くことはできません。だから
Brony's a good girl. She's a good daughter.
ブローニャたちに無限という錯覚を与え、諦めさせようとしました。ブローニャの考えは合っていますか？
ああ、これだから断りの律者は嫌いだ。律者の力を使えなくなったというのに面倒なやつめ。
断りの律者が引き継いできたのはコアではありません。信念です。あなたたちには一生かけても理解できないでしょうけど。
ああ、
Little Chibi Mobius on the ground. I love the Chibi Mobius.
私たちはあなた以下。あなたにはかなわない。
I love it so much. Let's do it again.
いくら見下されようと、私たちはすごいことを成し遂げた。どんな手段を使おうと、私たちは必ず勝利を手にする。
Why did you make this, Mobius? You are a weird lady. I love you though.
あれは
私だ。私たちだよ。私たちは自分の命をもう一人の私たちとつないだ。機動力は
Oh no, they fused somehow with the people whose souls they took.
卑怯です。
I guess.
構わない。どんどんやっていいんだよ。私を殺して私を殺せばいい。私たちは弱い。だから簡単だよ。ただ一撃でパッと消える。あの私もおしまいだ。
But why though? Society. Look at Lovekov.
どうして攻撃を止めた？防戦一方じゃ私たちは倒せないよ。仲間を助けるんでしょ。私を殺せばいいじゃない。さあ来て。今までは計画のため我慢してきたけど、本当はずっとこうしたかった。
Nobody kills the hostages. It's collateral.
Anyway. 最高だよ。ほら見て。これが偽善者の弱さ、無力さだ。何の価値もない。人質がいる限り、あなたたちは仲間の死をただ見ることしかできない。かわいそうなキアナ。見捨てられたんだ。
This airshare has to rely on trickery to win. where they don't really understand the cast that much. They also don't really quite understand how that their tricks won't work, and also not even how their powers work, and also the cast always mocks them. But believe us, they're a threat.
Oh no! A clown! I am despairing! Setsubo!
でも悪くないでしょ。
そうですね。
きっと今頃キアナも必死に戦っています。ここを突破して助けに行きましょう。
ええ、そうですね。
待っててください、キアナ。
You know what made this bearable for you? The fucking music, especially that one track with the accordion. The music's very nice. You've gotta love the conditions for these stages. Use a team of 3 or fewer members, where the maximum is 30. Good God. We'll do Sneck, and we'll do... Who else haven't I shown off? I'll show off Alicia more. Airshare does not deserve this soundtrack. It really doesn't. This Airshare barely deserves the Bulk and Skull music. The Bulk and Skull music is too classy for this fucking thing.
そうそう心の中にある答えを言ってみて村田姫子はもう死んだんだよ
I still am. I forgot. I almost forgot this was the plot with Kiana right now. Good God. This is how she's finally gonna find out that Himiko died, really?
おい耳が悪くなったのかそれとも言葉がわからない
Thanks, I hate it.
絶望して考えることをやめた村田姫子は死んだ死んだ死んだんだよ聞こえてる何の反応もないちょっと冷たすぎるな
じゃああんたたちが想像してた私はどんな風に
He's like, okay, what do you want me to do? You want me to cry? Thank you! I love you, Kiana.
That happens, bro. What? I didn't know that. Oh my god.
まだ我慢してるんだ現実を受け入れようとしてないんでしょ嘘だと思ってるこれが偽物だと思ってる必死に落ち着こうとして何ともないふりをしてる
never mind.
いいよこれの力を思う存分味わってみるといい逃げるな隠れるなこれは大好きな先生が
I'm sorry, my hand wasn't under control. I was browsing Twitter.
知ってるこれを発見した時虚数空間で寂しそうに浮いてたんだよおかしいねシンクの装甲に埋め込まれてたはずなのに彼女が持ってるはずなのに一緒にいるはずの人はどこに行ったんだろうね知ったこっちゃないけど本当は分かってるはずだあの日彼女は死んだあなたに殺されたんだでもあの戦闘がなくても彼女の体はもう
House Snake Lady, I still love her. She is far and away my strongest character, I'm pretty sure.
虚数空間から逃げるどころか自分の存在を維持することすら
Mostly
できなか
because she can do this.
あなたはその事実を受け入れることを拒んだまた誰かが助けてくれる起こるはずのない奇跡を許されない罪が許されると盲信してるんだ
Good God, Alicia. Alicia ain't no slouch either, Jesus Christ.
こんなはずじゃなかったよプレイグジェムは もっと力があったはずなのに。
今だ。
どこだ、どこに行った？大事なお客さんはどこに行った？
They stopped starting the stars of their own theater. They're essentially casted as Tree, and that's literally everyone getting the roses. Good God.
望んでるかわからないけど、姫子先生が私に何をしてほしいか、私にはわかるから。
奪われた、奪われたよ。正義の味方のふりして人から物を奪うとは。泥棒、強盗、死刑だ。
Shut the
もういい。そんなにプレイグジェムが欲しいならあげるよ。ただし代価を支払ってもらう。
何？
あなたは仲間になることを拒否したんだ。残念だけどもう一人のお客さんを招待することにした。私たちの最初の標的は彼女だったけど、彼女を解放する過程はうまくいかなかった。全部あなたのせい。
Is simply only joke in the kingdom that lions are no longer simple carcass. It's rabbits because how many babies did he have? Oh my. These things just have no fucking intimidation factor. It's fucking, it's genuinely pathetic, right? Like, I'm glad it's not just me. I'm glad this isn't another one of those, oh, take your pills, Nova. These guys are cool. Like, no. This is cringe. Like I said, this whole plot line genuinely feels like something that happened, or that should have happened earlier. Like, this feels like a threat they would have dealt with early on, like before Kiana even realized she was an air share, you know?
Oops.
Your breakfast looks scarier! Oh god! That's not good. Breakfast isn't scary, it's delicious! Did you have a Klingon breakfast? Where they eat, like, raw bugs and shit?
Oops.
Uh-oh.
正解だ。
Uh-oh! Oh no, the other nihilist woke up! It's a nihilist off! It's a nihilist off. Remember when Airshare Void did this entire plot point as a villain, but better?
まだ支配劇場の中にいるの。でも人形の姿は見当たらない。意識を失う前、私は空の律者。
Kills puppets. Anyway.
鏡の中に何かが。
It's been a while since we've seen her. Hey, Siren.
Huh. やっぱりそういうことか。
どうやらお前には何か分かったみたいだな。
空の律者。
久しぶりだな、私の容器よ。
Oh man, are we, is that a return?
前回お前と会ったのはまだ研究室にいた。
They're playing the fall again!
こんなに
It's been 10 million years!
お前の穴くすが少しも変わっていない。キアナ、どこへ逃げるつもりだ。結局お前は痛みに負け、心の隙間の前で、私の前でひれ伏すことになる。
私はもうあの時の私じゃない。あんたに屈しない。
よく言う。お前が動揺していなければ
Stop, sluts, I'm back! Now die! Kill the puppets. The puppets have ruined this again. Like, again, it was the same thing with, the same shit with, this being of all times when she finds out that Himiko is dead. Like, what a terrible, terrible arc to have all this stuff happen. She saved it for you? Again, what Fusion said. It's just kind of unfortunate because, like I said, she basically had the exact same shtick going on as the puppet. Like, her entire thing was literally the same thing. Like, look at this fucking dialogue. Like, she had the exact same fucking shtick. So, as cool as the idea of her finally coming back is, when the current villain has the exact same shtick and is such a goddamn clown show, very, very easy to just kind of tune all this nonsense out. At least the ball is still Pino. God, this song still goes hard. Oh, come on, I had you. Cheater! I can't believe you fought me off and fell for the dollar store version. What the fuck are you on? Not to turn this into a Dragon Ball Z discussion, but who is stronger, Void and Sentience? As far as I know, Void is still the strongest. I guess I don't really know for sure. But, like, just considering the stuff that went down when she came back, and the fact that, like, she's literally straight up called the Queen of the Honkai, as far as I remember. And the lengths they went through to see, you know, seal her consciousness again. I'm going to assume Void, but I don't know. I'm also still very confused about the whole sentience thing and whether or not it's, like, they mentioned they were tracking it. But, like, I genuinely don't get how that makes sense. Like, I literally thought that scene was symbolic. And that she's just dormant inside Fuhua the same way Void is dormant inside Kiana this time. I mean, look, there's different kinds of strength. If it's a contest of pure power, I think Void has it. Because she's got that dimension bender shit going on. If it were a fanfiction slam-off, I mean, Senti's got it. I have read Senti's Sonic the Hedgehog fanfiction, and I can say with absolute sincerity that it moved me to tears. If it's any kind of writing or fanfiction contest, Senti's got it any day of the week. Or her Sonic X Knuckles fanfiction, it's It transcended. It transcended reality. It was beautiful. I did not think the love story of a hedgehog and a echidna could be that powerful, but god damn it, talented.
私はあんた、私たちはこの体に存在する
I'm sorry, would you have preferred Sonic and Shadow? I don't know what the hot Sonic ships are. More importantly, I don't know what Senti's favorite would be. Senti's a woman of patrician taste. She probably multi-ships. Either. Neither. Nope, I'm going with the first one. You heard it here first. Sonic and Shadow and Sonic and Knuckles are both valid. That wasn't her real desire, lady. Thank you! At least they're pointing it out.
私と本物のシーリンを遮って私が自分の正体を見つめる機会を妨害してきた。でもそれはあんたの願いであってシーリンの願いじゃない。彼女の夢には激しい闇があったけど温かい光もあった。
Yeah, joke's on you, loser. She just secretly really wanted a mom.
彼女の中で入り混じってなのにあんたは憎しみだけを見せた。
ちょっと過去の記憶を見ただけで感情移入したのか。いいだろう。ちゃんと話し合う。
Okay, Zoomer.
希望、信頼。人類はそういう言葉を口にするのが好きだな。何度も嘘を繰り返す。あの真面目そうな研究員たちは。
You ship a lemur and a wolf. See? Not so bad.
彼女を地獄に突き落とした。憎しみの種はあの時にすでにまかれたんだ。シーリンが二度と他人を信じなくなったのは人類自身に原因がある。
でもそこで彼女はアブローラ、アガタ、それにベラと知り合った。これはシーリンがあの実験室で出会った友達の名前。
Better or worse love story than Sonic 06? Oh, not even close. Sonic 06 is the best love story. Like, come on, that's not fair. It's not fair to compare fanfiction to the official material, which is obviously beyond the pale.
シーリンの心から消すことはできなかった。彼女たちを思い出すたびにシーリンは悲しくなる。最後まで彼女はみんなとの再会を望んでた。
しかし彼女たちをシーリンから奪った。
Yeah, good old Sonic and what's her name?
子供たちは皆バビロン実験室の犠牲となった。
Love story for all ages.
死んだ。もう二度と生き返らない。たとえ死の律者の力をもってしてもできないことだ。何もなくなったシーリンには復讐しかなかった。彼女は神から授かった力であの地獄を血で洗い、悪魔たちが受けるべき審判を下した。あそこには無実の人間もいたが、シーリンにはどうでもよかった。彼女は自身の痛みを遠慮なく他人に与えた。彼女はもう人類の仲間をやめたからだ。
でもそんな時でも誰かが彼女を助けようとした。
テレサのことか。彼女は綺麗事ばかりでシーリンの気持ちを理解しようとしなかった。それともジークフリート
Identity Crisis Part 2? Oh no! I hate that comic book, no! That's the comic book where it's revealed that the entire Justice League willingly rewrote the memory of Batman to help cover up the gruesome rape of Ralph Dibny's wife. Fuck that comic!
彼女を許さない。彼女もシーリンと戦うしかできなかった。彼女たちはシーリンを殺した。それがお前の言った助けだ。
It was Princess Elise? Okay.
お前が口にした善意も理解も
What? Oh yeah, Ninja, that happened. Yeah, the villain Dr. Light. I'm not, yeah, no. I'm not, you can look this shit up. Identity Crisis or Heroes in Crisis. Oh god, fuck both of them. Yeah, no, the villain Dr. Light, Dr. Light, sexually assaulted, the Elongated Man's, wife. And, in order to deal with him, because we live in a society or whatever, the League collectively decided to basically mindfuck Dr. Light to make him ineffectual and a joke villain so that he could never do anything that bad again. It was like their solution to, you know, shut him down without killing him. So they did that, and every single hero in the League approved of it except Batman. And so they decided to just also mindfuck Batman to not remember it. It's fucked up! I do not know if that has been retconned. I kind of really hope it has. Why don't people like comic books anymore? I don't get it. Also, yeah, remember Dr. Light? He showed up in Teen Titans, yeah. Yeah, now y'all get to think about that comic anytime you rewatch Teen Titans and see that villain in that show. You're welcome. Read comics, you read mangas. Mangas are typically less offensive than that. Why didn't Batman agree with it? Well, because Batman is, you know, like, the most moral of them all. And, like, doesn't even want to kill villains. So, it's just a moral thing. Just that doing something like that was going too far with their power or whatever. Even for a threat like that. Even for somebody who did shit that fucked up. He just, for whatever reason, didn't agree with it. Okay, we'll mentally incapacitate you too, Bruce. So this is the moment we needed to have from Sale, kind of. A little bit. Still read comics, but neither Marvel or DC. That's... yeah. That's the smart option. You're dead. I thought she died for May, but okay. Ah! Forget facts, listen to me only. I was gonna say, I'm not crazy, right? I know I missed it when it happened. But like Benares, it was May that Benares took a bullet for, right? Not Kiana.
私がコアを拒んでいた。過去の残響が怖かった。あんたと一つになる事実を受け入れることが怖かった。向き合おうと決心したのに、心の中で無意識に逃げてた。でもそんな弱さも今日までだよ。私は向き合おうとしなかった過去、封印した記憶。
HRV will lies when needed. Okay, alright. So long as it's intentional and not me somehow
それらを乗り越えて
misinterpreting that scene
受
again.
け入れる。
She's just lying. Okay. A nihilist is a hypocrite? What? That's crazy.
代表層、番号、
Nihilists are always perfectly rational and sane beings who speak nothing but the truth.
ここが私の起源、私たちの起源だよ。シーリンは命の最後にやり直したいと違う始まりを願った。その願いから私たちは生まれた。
生まれた。理科が上手だな。これがあの男の汚らわしい罪だと忘れた。
Yes, Otto did it, but that does not change the fact that she did feel this way.
安らかに眠れなかった。人類は彼女の遺体を奪い、そのコアを分割し。
This is year one manga coming out? Yeah.
実験台の数字にした。
Or wait, is there? Are you sure? Manada, are you thinking of Kuga?
その欲望を満たすためだ。自分の目的を果たすために、お前の周りの人たち。
Yeah, it took me a second, but like, wait, yeah, you're right. I don't know what he's talking about, actually.
でも止めようとしてくれた人もいた。
Read Sonic instead of Marvel or DC? I believe you.
悲劇が再び起きることを止めようとして。
Yeah, no, Otto didn't rewrite her brain. Like I said, again, there's a lot going on in this plot, so I apologize if I'm misremembering / misinterpreting something. But, like, Siren died, but her consciousness was still somewhat there in the core. He put the core into, Kiana clone number 23. And just, like, Siren still being somewhat aware of everything that was happening, just like, kind of had that final thought where she hoped she could have a normal life this time. Like, she did not pass on in hatred and despair and just wanting to do nihilistic bullshit. Like, she wanted a family. Yes, okay. Wait, what? Oh. Wait, what? Okay, wait a minute. What the hell happened there? I thought Otto fucking kidnapped her. I thought Otto, like, fucking kidnapped the real one and did this shit. Why was Siegfried literally walking around the lab with the real one? Talking about the clones being her little sister. What? I'm genuinely very confused. Am I supposed... Did I miss something / not remembering something? Oh, he broke in. Okay, he broke in to get the real one out. And just saw the clones on the way out. Oh, the real one wanted to take her with them. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's fucking tragic. Oh. So how the fuck did he got her? He literally had her. What the fuck happened where he managed to let the real one die and then go back to the clone?
私はその罪悪感からこの記憶に向き合おうとしなかった。そして私の弱さはあんたにチャンスを作った。でもあの人たちがくれた善意を私は忘れたくないし、忘れるべきでもなかった。私は K423 天命が作った律者実験体。あの時の私は真っ白で、この世界に対して何も知らなかった。でもあの人たちが危険を冒して
Oh, it
私
got
を
announced
助
at
け
the
に来
same
てく
time
れ
as
たからこ
Kuga.
そ、私は誰かに認められる人類になれた。それが全ての原点だよ。
バカバカしい。そんなにこの培養層が好きなら、ここをお前の墓にするのはどうだ。
Forget when the Kuga manga came out, Sam.
話も見てみようじゃないか。ああ、懐かしい景
The
色。
accordion! That accordion going ham.
ここを覚えているか？東。
Oh, okay. Are we actually gonna fucking see? Oh, no, no, no. This is everything was going on with her at the same time. Okay.
この体を支配した日だ。あの男が娘を
I was like, I really want to know exactly what the... Like, I kind of don't want to know because child death, but like, god damn it. What the fuck went so south? That, Siegfried somehow managed to get the real one killed and then go back for the clone.
何があったか、お前は決して忘れない。そうだろ？
あんたは私の中で私の孤独と恐怖を養分にしてた。私が一番弱ってる時にあんたはその隙を狙って体を奪った。
ああ、私はこの人間たちを全員殺したんだ。あのバルキリーたち、あまりにもしつこいから殺した。
Hate her stupid little smile when she
あの
talks
隊
like
長、
that. She lives
私
for
を
kind
攻
of
撃
like
す
that.
ることが
I
できた
killed them
が、
all.
お前が子供だということに気づいた
I'm
時、
edgy.
彼女は迷った。その結果、命を落とした。それとお前の父親、あの男はベラとシーリンに害を与えたから、私は迷わず彼の腕を切り落とし、炎の犯罪を受けた彼を放置した。彼はあの剣で私たちを殺せたのに、そうしなかった。できなかったんだ。お前を娘として見ていたから。全部お前のせいだ。恥ずかしいと思わないのか？平凡？幸せ？愛？お前にそんな資格はない。お前は悲劇だけを生み落とすからだ。この雪原で起きたことのように。最初からやり直す？なぜそんな甘い考えを持つ？世界はお前に悪意だけを見せる。なぜならお前の存在こそが世界への脅威だからだ。
パパ。
See? Does this one make you feel sad? How about this one? Listen, I've gone through so much shit lately, I'm just kind of numb at this point. Honestly fair. Hey, what if I eat food in front of you and describe the taste? You'd just be taking my body later anyways, but yeah, sure, that would hurt. I don't understand you.
Sorry I don't have my cup right now, so I can't really differentiate them.
パパ、怪我してる。怪我してるよ。
Oh.
どういうこと？誰がやったの？
Oh. Dante, no.
俺は大丈夫だ。
でも血がこんなに出てる。傷口、早く手当てしないと。
キアナ、平気だ。よく聞いてくれ。すまない。お前のそばにずっといる
Don't worry, Kiana, he's just cosplaying Nero.
だが、覚えててくれ。
Bruh.
俺はずっとお前を愛してる。
I was gonna say, the fuck is this? Her dad's still alive, I thought.
俺は無事だ。こうするのはお前を守るためだ。
I'm 90% sure she's mentioned that her dad's still alive.
どこに行くの？嫌だ。行かないで。
キアナ、 約束しただろう。カスラナ家の戦士は全てを犠牲にしてでも誰かを守ると。お前ならきっと俺よりうまくやれると信じてる。お前は彼女に負けない。絶対にだ。だってお前は俺の娘なんだから。
パパは最後まで私を娘だと思ってくれた。あんたの存在を知ってるのに私に名前をくれた。戦うことと自分の力で最愛の人を守ることを教えてくれた。私から距離を取ったのも私を守るためだった。あんたはパパを憎んでるから近づくことで覚醒するきっかけになると気づいてたんだ。だからパパは私を友達に託して陰で私を守ってた。今思い返せば最初の流浪生活もきっとパパが守ってくれてたはずだよ。それからメイ先輩
Forget what happened to Siegfried? Nothing. Like I said, as far as I know, he's still alive. We haven't, like, seen him in the present time at all, but now we're learning the reason for that. It's because he realized he was a potential trigger for Voidy to wake up.
パパがいなかったら今の私もいない。それにパパとの約束もあるから絶対にあんたには負けない。
セイフレイヤ、その全てを壊したのはお前じゃないか。そうだ、そろそろこの話に入ろう。お前の最も苦しい思い出、受け入れられない事実。
But how did his cosplay turn out? Oh boy.
ここを覚えているか？ああ、忘れる。
Oh no, they're playing nightclub in the background. I hear that. I hear that shit. No. No es bueno.
お前はいつもこの話題から逃げようとする。人形の前でもそうだったし、今もそう。だがお前は分かっている。あの時、私は確実に彼女を殺した。ああ、いいことを思いついた。
I mean, technically, she beat your ass. Like, she won. It's just that she was also overwhelmed by Honkai infection. And got sucked into the void. It's also where the airship sentients beat the shit out of a random maid.
そうはさせない。
ただの記憶の中の話で、現実が変わることはないというのに。
Oh my god! She actually straight up said it. You know, for as bad as the puppet clown is, at least she never straight up said the thing. I'm the Joker, baby! I screen capped it. I had to. You're being cringe, Voidy. You're going to lose subscriber. I don't fucking know, man. She seemed to keep you in your place for quite a long time. Kept you dormant for quite a while. Saved her student.
違う。彼女たちは私を助けてくれた。姫子先生は私を助けてくれたんだ。
彼女はお前に呪いをかけた。この全てを終わらせるチャンス。
Okay, I'm trying to take this seriously, but the impact of this was very much ruined by some bad fanfiction. Like, really bad. It was sentience, wasn't it? It haunts my dreams more than anything else. I didn't know echidnas had that many penises. I didn't want to know echidnas had that many penises.
I'm sorry for ruining this scene, by the way. That's on you. You managed to get thorns from a single on Arknight's Cat. I hate you and JC. JC also got the neural on a random single. Whereas I had to get 2 squirrels. It took me like 60 pulls to get her. But whatever, at least I got her.
Totsugeki.
しかし彼女は帰る場所を先生と仲間を失った。居場所を失った彼女は本部から離れ遠い極東に行くことになる。皮肉なことにそこで彼女はまたお前に出会った。
私たちにそんな記憶はない。あんたがそんなことを知ってるわけがない。
しかしこれにはわかる。彼女の迷い、苦しみ、あがきはその最後で走馬灯のように現れ、プレイグジェムに細かく記録された。見ろ、彼女の運命は完全にお前にもてあそばれた。お前が彼女の人生を変え、彼女に死を与えた。まさに茶番だ。村田姫子、彼女こそが最高の証明じゃないか。お前が思うヒーロー、理想の殉道者だ。彼女は自分自身を燃やし、希望をお前に押し付けた。そしてお前は罪を償うために生きる屍となる。
We've been going through all this.
彼女を憎んでるだけだ。
いや、キアナ。私はこの半年間、お前の目を通して、お前の一挙手
Okay, but this ain't about
お
her.
前が体験したすべて。
Like, what do you want from me?
繰り返し
You want me to be sad about it? I
お
am.
前は全身全霊で赤に
I think subconsciously, like, I know she's only, like, just getting confirmation now from the fucking puppet clown.
その結果
But, like, she's not stupid. She had to have had an inkling before this, right?
後ろ指を刺されてしまう。奴らは
Like, I find it very hard to believe that she didn't have at least some inkling about what happened to Himiko before now. And yet, look at all she's been able to accomplish. Like, what do you fucking want from her? Do you want her to just cry and be sad about it constantly? Do you want her to commit Sudoku? The fuck's that gonna accomplish? Nothing. You'll die too, bitch.
しまいには自分の不幸をお前のせいにすることもあるだろう。そしてお前をヒーローだともてはやす人たちは偽りの仮面をかぶり、ただお前を利用してお前に
Yeah, see, like, this stuff, again.
お前に感謝して
I wasn't a huge fan of it when she first showed up either,
確かそれと
but I put up with it. because, you know, that was the plot. But, like, retreading all of this now, after the same shit's already been repeated ad nauseum by the puppet clown, like, I'm just checked out.
それが村田姫子が命を犠牲に手にした結果だ。お前は永遠に奴らを救えない。なぜなら奴らは救われたいと思っていないからだ。この劇場にいる人たちは
Yes, that's very true. Fuhua did not want to be saved. We did it anyway, and it was Kino.
相変わらずそう。テレサ、ジークフリー、
Hello, Stu.
セシリア。
Adenine is Nico's first rare blade. Oh, nice. I know which pity column he's in.
一生をかけた努力は一夜のうちに蹂躙され、信じてきた理想も価値のないものとなった。そんな世界を前にして、お前は
Air Sheriff 4chan, deadass the Air Sheriff 4chan.
戦うなんて言えるのか。
私は信じることにする。
口だけの偽善者め。
私はいろんな人の夢を見てきた。律者のコアに残された意識の残響、記憶のかけら、彼らの人生、喜びと悲しみ、私には全部感じられる。誰しも苦しい思い出は持ってるし、窮地に立たされて絶望を感じることもある。けどその後、彼らは必死に立ち上がって傷だらけでも生きようと頑張ってきた。善と悪はまるで私とあんたみたい。
Good villain that toys with people, Don Kuroto.
同じコインの両面、
Kuroto is real good.
離れることのない光と影みたいなもの。確かにあんたの言った通り、世界は美
Please
しく
don't
ない。
make me sing the Jekyll and Hyde song again.
人々は美しいも
I'm
のを
not hydrated properly for
心から
that,
望
Kiana.
む。それが私の理由だよ。善と悪が共存するからこそ、悲劇を乗り越える明日を作るため。I am the storm that is approaching! 誰にでも世界
How's the clowns been? They both they were clowns.
私は信じてる。
They were clowns, and now we've got this one who was a good villain at the time back.
受け継がれていく。
But having her on top of the clowns is just kind of... bleh.
恥ずかしくはない。堂々とした人生だよ。私の周りにはそういう人がたくさんいる。
Prospector beat.
彼女たちがそう
He
した
did
から
indeed toy.
私はここにいる。だから私は彼女の理想を、彼女たちが守ってきたものを信じたい。私がここにいる限り、彼女たちが燃やした魂は永遠に消えない。
善は信念が必要なものだが、悪には必要ない。
そう。だからこそ、あんたやあの支配の律者はこの信念の強さを甘く見てた。
これで
Contaminated villain pain, yeah.
はっきりしたようだな。
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
私たちが相入れる余地はなく、互いを理解する可能性もない。
Play in the end, it has to be this way, boys.
私たちの意見が一致すると
Or that, or be full. That works
も
too.
はや会話を続ける必要はない。
Aww.
お前と私、一人しか
Soul
残
and
れない。
Jacko. Cute.
あんたはもう怖くない。さあ、来て。
全力で意味のないあがきをするといい。今こそ裁きの時。
I love that movie! I also love getting stabbed because this unit controls like crap.
残念だ。先ほどお前がそいつを倒すことができていたら、敵は一体減っていたのに。どうしたんだベナレス。なぜ攻撃しない。
まだわからないの。
なんだと。
Benares be like, I literally died to save her girlfriend.
友達。彼女はシーリンが幸せになってほしい。
Also that.
私たちはシーリン、彼女の願いから生まれた意識で シーリンの可能性なの。
Yep. Like I said, my interpretation on there was right. Theron's actual last wish was to actually have a happy life this time around. Barnaby would know that. Benares, Barnaby, Barnabas, Barsabatus, same thing.
ベナレスがお前を選んだとでも言いたいのか。
彼女は私たちに戦ってほしくない。彼女もあんたを救いたいと思ってる。
It has to be this way would imply that Void believes she's bettering the world. I mean, she probably does. Like, let's be honest. She probably thinks killing all the people in the world is bettering it. Oh, no. Oh, you're really gonna limit me like this? You're really gonna take away my stink? Okay. Did we just play too much as Honor go back to the story? Yep. That's how this game be sometimes.
You can't kill the dragon! She's already dead!
裏切り者を味方にしたからって勝利した気になっていないだろうな。どうやらお前は自分の使っている力がどこから来ているのか忘れたみたいだ。
I don't fucking know, lady. I just work here.
乗るなよ虫けら。お前に奪われた力。そろそろ返
Did
して
she
もらう。
look particularly smug there? Okay. Oh. You know what? That's actually fun. I'm apparently a weirdo, but I will actually take the suit over that weird one with the cooldown mechanic that I keep fucking up. Oh, you got your health back, you whore. Taking no fucking damage. I really hope this is scripted, good god. Okay, yeah, I'm constantly draining HP, there's no way.
You may have destroyed my blue eyes white dragon, but you'll never be able to defeat what I have next! Ying. Kiana with an with this gun I found! A gun? That's impossible! Nobody's ever been able to summon that! Really? Is that because it's so rare? No, it's because this chapter's terrible. Nobody would think to just use a fucking gun and shoot something. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down.
そしたら私も情けをかけ、痛みのない死を与えてやらなくもない。
いや、私は絶対にあんたに負けない。
笑わせる。私にそんな口を聞くとは。その勇気、一体どこから湧いてくるんだ。お前の仲間はまだ苦靴の相手をしている。誰もお前の助けには来ない。
Taurus Blanco, Kino. Got a plate full of food, delicious. I'm gonna take a break to get some cookies at some point.
あと少しで全ては私のものとなるだろう。よく見るがいい。お前にはもう何もないんだ。これ以上もがいて何の意味がある。
確かに あんたの言った通り、今の私には力がないし、全部
Counter
無駄
argument.
かもしれ
I
ない。
don't give a fuck.
あんたと戦うどころか、こうして立ってるだけで精一杯だしね。でも倒れる
Note how there are more people in here since we passed the puppet part. Weird.
苦しくてもう諦めようと思うたびに、どうしてかいろんなことを思い出しちゃうの。焦げたピザトースト、辛くないパプリカカレー、3人前の
Do you think about anything that isn't food? Yes.
羽、
2 out of 5.
フレイヤの正門、それと
I appreciate the fact that over half of those are food. I love you,
私を
Kiana.
助けてくれて、導いてくれて、善意を向けてくれた人たちを思い出すの。彼女たちの笑顔、感謝、未来への希望。
I was gonna say, yeah, this is all in Kiana's mind too, so I would love to know what's happening in the real world right now.
私にくれた
Just
光、
convulsing on the floor.
それを思い出すと、
Puppets dead ass don't know what to do.
どうしても諦めるなんて言えない。今まで私はたくさんのものをもらった。勇気、祝福、希望、美しい記憶、全部ここにあって、重くて私にぬくもりをくれる。だから私は何もないわけじゃないんだ。
なんだと。
私は今まで私がもらったものを他の人たちにも届けないと。
空の律者のコアは
Kick her ass,
私の
Seabass!
支配下にあるはずだ。
もっと多くの人たちに届けたいから、ここで倒れるわけにはいかない。
いや待て、これはプレイグジェムの
They pull her out of the theater and take her to the hospital.
彼女の理想を
Can you help her? We're trying to mentally break her, but she's like in a coma.
進み続ける。
I can see that. Girl.
なぜプレイグジェムがお前を認めた。あの女が使ったからか。
私の番、文句はないよ。違う。レイグジェムは最初からあんたのものじゃない。決戦の時は来た。キアナのターン、私の番。
I was gonna say, yeah, I see that cooldown's gone, thank god.
キアナ、私だ。キアナのターン。
ジェムに残った意識のかけらのくせになぜ反抗する。死んだくせになぜまた私の邪魔をする。
通関まで来た彼女は構想を一度もやめたことがない。
The power of trusting yourself lowered her defense by 300%. I can't believe it.
なぜお前は私に勝てると思うんだ。
Don't fuck with me! I have the power of food and anime on my side!
そんなものは最初から存在しない。
What about your friends and dead mentor?
Oh yeah, that
あん
too.
たを選んだだけだ。
But mostly food and anime.
Also, yeah, I didn't really pick up on that. Yeah, using Himiko's broken sword. Poggers. Yeah, I didn't realize. I just realized how short it was compared to a normal sword. I'm like, oh yeah, that's totally what that is.
終わった。
ああ、終わったのか。ジェムの力がお前へと流れていく。私を捨てて。
Congratulations, I guess your fucking hope and optimism won. La di fucking da.
この力をちゃんと使いこなすよ。
勝手にしろ。私が消えたらお前は楽になるだろう。
私はあんたが犯した罪を背負う。それが私の責任だから。
それはお前が決めたことだ。 私に伝える必要はない。何も知らないまま生きることも、無実の実験体として死ぬこともできたのに、お前はこの道を選んだ。シーリンの手に染みついた鮮血、彼女の悲しみと絶望、人類全員が向き合う善と悪の矛盾。お前は残った人生で
If there's one song that would have been here, it would have been Yin Yang from the P4 Anime Fusion, my dude! That song is so good. I really wish it was in the actual games and not just the anime. The QT ride story after she nukes Senor is just a copy-paste from here! Shh! Don't give away the secret! Don't give away the secret that most of the coolest stuff from Genshin is lifted from this game. Shh. Yeah, Blanco, yeah, somebody already mentioned. Yeah, the JC, not JC. JC was the one who mentioned it. Nico got his first rare blade. Adenine. She's a good early one. Probably would have been better off getting her on Nia, but I'm sure the comment section will yell at him about that. How did an asset flip get more popular than the original? Probably at least partially for being multi-platform. Also being on the PS4, it had English voice acting. It had a different aesthetic. It was very deliberately kind of advertised as being free-to-play Breath of the Wild. Has Nico seen Dahlia? I don't know. I don't know if Nico will be like me and have Dahlia be one of the first goddamn blades he gets. And I don't know how much he's seen in the game already. This is just Daisy versus Kagero, except, you know, good. Somewhat. Yeah, also just the variety. Like, I love Honkai's character designs and their suits and the way they play. But the fact is, Honkai has a very limited cast with just alternate costumes, effectively, as far as most people can tell. And it's only girls. So it doesn't get that cross appeal. Harder to bring in the female demographic. No hot husbandos like Genshin. Well, if we're gonna be friends, you gotta make sure not to say that shit to Ki. All that man shit, I will eat you. Bad news. Bad fucking news. But you like the Honkai character more, yeah. You know, Honkai's cast is great. Like, if you could accept the fact that it is more limited technically, and like a lot of the battle suits are technically the same person. Honkai's got some very good characters. And just more visually appealing in terms of fighting style. Like I said, fucking Genshin is never going to have a character who does the crazy shit like, say, Mobius. Or, even Mei, compared to, again, I like, character-wise, I do still like Genshin Raiden a little better, I think. Just because she's such a dumb boomer. But, aesthetic-wise, I don't think she has anything on HOT. Oh. Hey, girl. The fact that they've stopped playing the clinically depressed twerking music honestly just kind of makes me sad. Because that means they could have much earlier. Also, that entire thing was one chapter. Good fucking god. Wow. Okay. I'm not reading these. I don't give a shit about the public brigade. Or wait. Oh no! Oh no, that was... Huh. Why is it Act 8, Scene 5 when it was actually Chapter 9? Good god. Okay, whatever. Confuse the hell out of me. Remember? Oh yeah, the fact that you're Dahlia bait flowers, yeah, anytime I've played Xenoblade 2 and you've been around, Dahlia, I pulled Dahlia. If I do end up replaying Xenoblade 2 off screen like I'm kind of thinking about right now, I'll let you know if I get her right away. I'll let you know if it happens when I'm, like, in a call with you or whatever. To Kiana, the blindingly white world felt both strange and familiar. Kiana knew why she was there. Couldn't move her eyes away from the red from the very beginning. I mean, kind of hard not to. It's literally the only color here. The voice of reason reminded her that it was a fantasy world created from the memories of the gems. Despite this, she was still craving for a chance to see the Red Lady again. A farewell would have sufficed. Oh. Imagine if Genshin Raiden had an ultimate. That ultimate instead of attack for a limited time akin to Maze Dragon, yeah. Again, theoretically, that's what her ultimate is. Because, like, she's not even usually a sword user. She's a polearm, and then her burst basically turns her into, like, regular, regular, Honkai Mei. Oh, boy. New game plus this time. Is Xenoblade 2? I don't know if I ever finished the last time. I restarted it off screen. I don't know if I still have my save file from that or not. Oh.
久しぶりね。キアナ。
Hey, pretty lady.
それならいいけど、キアナ、結構変わったわね。
姫子先生は少しも変わってないね。
そう？なら嬉しいわ。
Awkward.
これは意識の残影だよね。
そうね。少なくともここの時間は流れることがないわ。でもこうして会話することはできる。ごめんね。そばにいてあげられなくて。
ううん、いいの。また姫子先生に会えてすごく嬉しい。こういう形でちゃんとお別れを告げられるんだから。
あんたが変わったと思う人はきっと私だけじゃないでしょうね。
うん、みんなにも言われた。
それであんたはちゃんと空の律者に勝った。そうでしょ？
うん、みんなのおかげ。
キアナなら勝てると信じてたわ。それよりキアナ、セーフレイヤーに戻ってみたいと思わない？
思うよ。天命との戦いの後、みんな学園を出たの。機会があったら戻ってみたいと思ってた。
それなら今行ってみるのはどう？キアナ、少しの間この流れない時間を楽しみましょう。
Area's better than her. It makes her look very pretty.
景
I
色
miss
が
you,
変わっ
Miguel.
た。
これは私の記憶よ。何年も教師をやってたから、セーフレイヤーの隅々までちゃんと覚えてるわ。懐かしいわね。この青春に満ちた学園の雰囲気。
うん、そうだね。
She is Hiromi before Hiromi. A little bit.
早く大人になりたいと思ってたけど、まさか
Definitely got the
大
same
人になる
vibe.
のがこれほど辛いものだって知ら
Goro
なかっ
artwork!
じゃあ、もしやり直す機会があったら、あんたの選択は変わる？
た。変わらないと思う。だって変わったら私らしくないでしょ。
You could hear the number of times it took Rihanna's VA to do lines without crying. Oh.
キアナ、ごらん。学寮よ。あの窓のところは私の部屋ね。
あ、知ってる。夜になっても姫子先生の部屋はいつも明かりがついてた。今考えるとあの頃って結構大変だったんじゃない？
Will Revice be redeemed if they have Hiromi's arc be the same as Hiniko's? They can't do that. They already tried to. They literally tried to do that with quote-unquote killing him off. But they did it in such a stupid way that even if I actually did believe he was dead, it just had no fucking punch to it whatsoever. And then they revealed that he was still alive in a fucking spin-off and awkwardly exposited it. This is just Kiana's brain. This is just Kiana's brain because Himiko's core is with her. I don't, like, technically speaking, like, I guess she could have still been alive when she fell into the void, but, like, I don't think there's a backdoor for this.
よく塀を乗り越えて外に行ってたな。
学園長が頭を痛めてたわよ。塀の高さを3回も上げたのに、それでもあんたを止められないってね。
George would be Fuhua? No.
どんどん飛び越え
No,
る
he
の
is
が
not.
難しくなってる気がしたよ。
Fuhua is a good character.
もう高くすることはなかったわ。
George is a waste of fucking space and oxygen.
あんたが怪我するのを心配したからよ。
What happened to George's lab? Remember when George had, like, an actual lab that was, like, all white and futuristic and science-y looking? And yet, every time we've seen him since then, in, like, the last 20 episodes, he's just been, like what seems like a fucking rundown warehouse. Except it's still in the Phoenix base, apparently. What happened? Budget cuts. Budget cuts are a bitch. We can call George Fuaha? Yeah. That's the sound I make anytime he tries to be important. The rent was too much. You'd think if anything he'd move to a nicer office. Nobody else fucking works there anymore. Goddamn building's abandoned. Like, that past CG budget pretty much. They pay for that convention hall, they had to get their money. What happened to the other set? Did they raise the price of filming there? Remember all his figures he had in the background? Did Revice have a shark jumping moment? I don't think so. I don't think it's as bad as it's been. I don't think it's been like one specific moment where it just like leapt forward and never came back. I don't think there was like a single moment I could point to and said, okay, this is where the decline started. It was very much a slow burn, lots of little things just adding up type of moment. Thing, not moment. Strange got his funding back to formula. It's fine. It's totally intentional. It's life imitating art. Because in real life, they're out of budget. Hence the overdemon suit. And so just in the show as well, they're losing funding. Kind of cool idea for me to confirm for Saber. Started after destroying the demand. Like, that was definitely the start. Like, that was definitely the start of the decline after they destroyed the dead man's base. But I don't think there was anything immediately after that was the shark jumping. I guess, and this is only in hindsight, but I guess the closest would be the chameleon dead man. The closest thing to a shark jumping moment would be everything involving the chameleon dead man. But even though that's only in retrospect. Because the chameleon dead man makes no goddamn sense with the knowledge that the entire organization was evil from the start. He infiltrated an organization that the mastermind of the entire Dead Man's cult already had full autonomy over. Anyway, I don't want to talk about bad shows. We're having a
みんなに
genuinely,
心配をかけることはなかったし、
genuinely beautiful ass
メイ
moment
先
here
輩だって
in Honkers.
ヨルムンガンドに行くことはなか
Revice
った。
can't hurt me right now.
みんなを裏切ったんじゃないかなってたまに思うんだ。
キアナ、一つ物語を教えてあげる。
授業が始まるの？
何？聞きたくないの？
うんうん、聞きたいよ。
これは十数年前、私が大学に入ったばかりの頃、あんたたちと同じ年頃の話ね。あの頃、父は天命の研究所で仕事をしてた。何を研究してたかについては、
Made more sense on a rewatch. Like I said, again,
仕事は忙しかったみたいだけど、
I've not rewatched all of it. I rewatched a little bit of the early episodes.
いい成績を取った私
But thus far, just what little I've watched, / remembering stuff off the top of my head, it's actually going to be worse.
誕生日ケーキを買ってくれたり、
It's genuinely actually going to be worse. Because of stuff, like I said, of just the chameleon dead man thing,
この世界
Hiromi's friend,
私は父の死を受け入れられずに、
Hiromi's lady friend,
よく知ってるあの顔は
fucking,
こうも簡単に
betraying Phoenix because she found out they're evil. So she joined up with an evil organization who literally had the exact same goal.
私は天命に入って人工精魂を移植することでバルキリーになった。当時の私がした
Hey
全ては
Blanco, you missed me complaining about Revice for the millionth time this week, and also Kino.
娘としての執念がバルキリーとしての私を動かしてたわ。でもバルキリー部隊で私はラグナ隊長に
Yo, the Blood Edge? No wonder she's so cool. She trained with Ragnar the Blood
世
Edge.
界に光をもたらすもの。
Oh, female
執
Ragnar
念
the
や
Blood
憎し
Edge.
みばかり考えていてはならないって私に言ってくれたわ。彼女のおかげで私は心に封じた苦しみを解き放ち、バルキリーとして明日への目標を見つけることができた。美しくない世界をあなたの望むように変えなさいって言葉も彼女が教えてくれたの。でもあんたたちと比べてラグナ隊長と一緒に戦えた時間はそう長くなかったわ。
2010年の災害。
キアナ、空の律者はいつも災いの結果をあんたのせいにするけど、
How much to learn about Blaze Blue lore? Is there a Blaze
彼
Blue
女に
lore
は人
video?
々の選択が見えていないし、
Is there a video like that like in the style of
今から言うことが
that one guy's lecture or Wooly's videos?
ラグナ隊長が犠牲になった
I don't know if that, yeah, exactly, but I'm not sure if there are any on Blaze Blue.
彼女の生活を物語る服、本、お菓子の他に引き出しの奥にしまわれた手紙があったの。親愛なる戦友たちへ、この手紙を読んでいるということは、
Blaze Blue never got your attention lore-wise. What little I know seems interesting.
私個人の財産は組織のルールに従って処理すればいい。注意金に関しては心配することはないはず。それから
I just never got
こ
around
の
to
手
it.
紙を読んでいるあなたに
Could watch Nika B react to
あ
Kirby
る
lore.
物語を教えましょう。数年前、永久バルキリーになったばかりの頃、私はよく被災地の事後処理に派遣されていた。でも正直に言うと、そういう仕事は自分の才能を無駄にしているだけだとあの頃の私は思っていたわ。弱くて何も知らない一般人を助けるより敵を倒すことこそがバルキリーの本当の責務だとかつての私はそう考えていた。ある日、私は勇気を出して視察に来た主教様に質問したの。バルキリーを派遣して被災者たちの手助けをすることは崩壊を倒すことにつながるのかと。主教様は私を一目見て何の躊躇なくこう答えた。つながらない。
Yeah, that's how I tend to feel
当時
about
の
Sonic.
私もあっけに取られたわ。そんな質問した私はお叱りを受けるか処罰さ
Another
れると思
Maxor
ってた。
video.
でもあの方の言った言葉がきっかけで私は自分の職業に対する考えを根本から変えることになった。
At some point,
あ
I'm
の
sure.
方はこう言ったの。
Don't really feel any immediate need
天
for
命
it.
はいつもこのように自分たちの信念を伝えてきたと。戦友たち、
これは私があなたたちに伝えたい言葉でもあるわ。私たちが信念を持ってしてきた仕事で、その結果が私たちの望んだ通りにならなくても無意味なことなんかではないの。
Wouldn't the Overseer at this time still be Otto? Yes. Yes, it would.
美しいものになろうとするもの、そして私たちが大事に思っていたもの。
Yeah, he's been the Overseer for a long ass time.
無駄に思うかもしれないけど、それはまだ種のままだからよ。その種はいつか美しい花を咲かせる。だから戦友たち、
Sometimes my autoplay randomly just kind of gets stuck.
悲しむ必
I
要
have
は
no
ない。
idea why.
私は枯れてしまうけど、希望を育む土と肥料になるわ。そして未来に咲く希望の花はいつか自分の守りたいものを見つけるはずよ。それがラグナ隊長が最後に教えてくれたこと。正直に言うと、あの時の私には全部理解で
Must
きな
find
かっ
this
た。
flower super interesting.
ある声が
Look, we gotta save the budget.
政府
We
レー
gotta
ルに
save the budget for the Kino anime cutscenes.
私がシンクの装甲を身につけた日、
Did you see that last one with Fuhua?
私は彼女の言葉を思い出したわ。
Must have cost them like
運命の
$1 billion.
噛み合ったかのように、私はその手紙に書かれてたことを理解したの。キアナ、あの任務の報告書は読んだわ。誰もあの災害で何があったか知ら
That
ない。
flower also probably symbolizes something.
でも暴走した律者は制圧され、天下制裁を解放したジークフリー
Hey, look, our artist. It represents that their artist drew a really pretty flower and they wanted to show it
正
off.
しいと思った選択をしたからだと思う。きっと
It cost them a more
隊長はあ
billion.
んたの中で守り
Yo!
たい何かを。私も見たことのある何かを見つけたのよ。
Let's fucking go.
私もみんなそうだわ。あんたならできる。より多くの人たちを助けられる。世界をより美しくすることができるって信じてるから。そして現にあんたはちゃんとできてるわ。キアナ、あんたが天球師でしたこ
Wouldn't
と。
the overseer at this point still be your mom?
Right, Ozan.
Oh, I saw.
そして支配の律者を倒すためにした。
My thoughts will follow into your dreams or something. Ow.
その人たちもより多くの人たちを助けていく。
That.
それは人類に受け継がれる消えることのない灯火よ。
ありがとう姫子先生。本当は分かってるの。ただたまに
困惑するのも理解できるわ、キアナ。みんなに助けられた分責任を感じるでしょう。だから覚えておかないといけない。あんたは一人じゃないってことをね。仲間になってくれたネゲントロピーのこと、いつもあんたたちのことを考えてる学園長のこと、
Oh.
頼もしい委員長の負荷のこと、ブローニャのこともね。口に出すのは得意じゃないけど、
I was gonna say,
あの子はいつだって
Brony has changed a
仲
fucking
間を思って
lot.
る。彼女の行動も成
That
長
much
も
is obvious.
あんたは分かってるでしょ。それにメイ
Oh, hey, I just retweeted that.
一番優しい子だから
You probably saw that because of
心配いらない
BJC.
キアナ、彼女を信じましょう。きっと正しい選択をしてくれるはずだから。そしてキアナ、
Imagine spending all your free time at Walmart. Sad.
あんたは私の生徒の中で一番やんちゃで、それでいて一番諦めが悪い人よ。
Is Bronya the Kagami?
みんなを
Yeah, I
変える
wouldn't
力
say so.
周りの人たちを前に進む
They're not.
その力
They're
が
not even really remotely the same archetype.
仲間を信じて頼ってみなさい、キアナ。彼女たちもあんたのことを信じて頼りにしてるんだから。
Yeah! I missed it. I missed the clinically depressed twerking. Yeah, Brony is the third rider. Exactly. Yocho Yu-Gi-Oh! Tweeby crossover, oh god. Hello, redhead who's better than Pyra. Good god, you have no idea. Yeah, good god, you know what? Everything about her design is kind of just a classier Pyra, isn't it? Good god. That's embarrassing. Give me my snack and give me my cat. Oh no! No! We were having a moment! I don't want to go back to the clown theater! Yamero!
キアナのいる方向は分かっているのに、この閉鎖空間に閉じ込められるとは。
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm probably gonna start picking, skipping the puppet's dialogue. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not sure what's prompted that comparison, Monada, but yeah, like, Kagami's, what makes Kagami so good is not necessarily character development, it's honestly just how relatable he is. Like, more so than any other secondary, he just feels like a real person. And he's got that whole underdog thing going on. Because of, Tendo Soji being the OP, Inoue XP that he is. Okay, okay. Oh.
ブローニャさん、アインシュタイン博士が言った2つの仮説のことを覚えていますか？支配の律者は外見上は何の個性もない同じ個体です。でも律者の性格は
64 Oh no.
まるで宿主と同じ失敗を経験し、そして現実に押しつぶされてしまったかのよう。ここから
Doesn't look like one of the stripper that got breast implants. Like I said again, I don't know if that's one of the other reasons that Genshin is more successful than Honkai ever was, or what. But can I just say that for the most part in Honkai, the fan service is very tastefully done. Like, I think out of every single character, and including alternate costumes that I've seen in this game, the only design that I would say is kind of pushing things is Tomito. And that's literally only because, like, her breasts are comically huge. That and the puppets, but nothing's dignified about the puppets. But other than that, like, I do not think any of the fan service in this game is distasteful. Like Himiko, you can see, like, Himiko's outfit, I forget the name of that suit, but the fire armor she's got, like, you can see a lot of cleavage in that. But it looks fucking cool. Like, it still looks like armor. She's just got some booba. Yeah, nothing timid about that design. Vermilion Knight. Why is your text so tiny, Bronya?
なるほど。それなら邪魔してくる人形は気にせず、脆い場所を見つけてここを突破しましょう。はい。ただし少し時間が必要かもしれません。わかりました。
Oh yeah, that one is also kind of silly. Yeah. You quit mumbling. You rambled so much my controller turned off, you whore. Yeah, that one outfit of Mei where it just looks like she has no pants on, deadass. Yeah, that one is also pushing it. As long as you don't look, it doesn't exist. Yeah, like I said, I'm nitpicking with those even. Generally speaking, I don't think anything in this game, even stuff like Tomito and the puppet asses, again, Tomito is the closest. But I don't think any of the designs of this game come anywhere close to being as shameless, I guess is the word. Sorry, but it's true. As shameless as Xenoblade 2. As shameless as stuff like Pyra and Dahlia.
Trying. Bronya, move it. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. I've been pretty brave for seeing Dahlia once. Again, it's so frustrating too. Because she's genuinely not even a bad character. I love her southern accent, I like her characterization, her blade quest is fun. It's just that the person who designed her was born without a soul. Okay. Oh. Yo, Chie in sweatpants? You know.
人形たちに追いつかれる前に急ぎましょう。
ちょっと挨拶もせずに行っちゃうなんて薄情だね。
人形がやはり劇場の中にいるからか、あっという間に追いつかれてしまいましたね。
さすがだよブローニャ。いつもあなたに水を差される。私たちは植物じゃないんだよ。何度水を差せば気が済むんだ。やはりあなたを警戒しなければならないようだ。
キアナに何をしたんですか？
何も。天命の主教がしたことを再現したまでだ。見たければ自分の目で見てくればいい。あなたたちがここを通れるのならね。今回は前とは違う。あなたたちに残された道はこの一本だけだ。さあ選んで。
どうしますか委員長。すぐに他の道を見つけられそうにありません。それに宿主と直接つながりのある今の状態をこのまま続けさせるのも得策ではない気がします。
Laura and Maki! Miss them.
どうやら他
You
に
regret making
方
fun
法
of
は
Mithra
ない
when
みたいです。
Mithra when Xenoblade 2 came out? Yeah.
私が
Yeah, like I
人形
said,
と宿
Mithra's
主のつながりを手伝い
non-censored
します。
design for pre-Smash Brothers design, like, it's not great,
私は
but I sincerely do not think it's nearly as egregious as Pyra's.
その原理は大体同じです。
The worst thing about Mithra's non-censored outfit is just that her skirt's a little too short.
ええ
Like, I sincerely do not mind the boob window.
到底無理でしょう。だから式の律者の力を借りることにします。
And then I'm sorry, but it's just a fact, the leggings make her better.
それは危険なんじゃ。
The leggings look so good on her.
やってみないと。
The extra black in her outfit just really helps, like, balance out her overall aesthetic. It looks so good. I wouldn't even give a shit if she kept the boob window. Just give her the goddamn leggings. They're so good. Rick! You get it! It actually does, you say, not prefer to see. You don't need to consider giant boobs your perfect thickness. Yeah, no, like I said, again, there's just something about it. Just something about getting the extra black in there. Because she does have, like, some black, like, trimming on her outfit. Like, under a lot of the green glowy bits. And so just adding the extra to it. Because she's so pale on top of it, you know? There's so much white on her outfit that having, like, the white skirt and the white shoes just did not look very pleasing. Adding the black in there to break things up, just... Mwah! 10 out of 10. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, see? Are you inside of her head or not? I am so confused about what happened here. I sincerely thought they, like, basically merged. And that she was just dormant inside of Fuhua. And that the last scene in her chapter was, was symbolic. But then they talk about tracking her in this arc, and I'm like, what? But now she's talking to her.
そうだろうと思いました。あなたの
It's
失敗だ
because
ら
of
け
her
の人
fucking
生で
feet. God damn it.
はあっさりと奴らに潰されてしまいますもんね。人形の一員にはなっていません。今奴らは無実の人たちの命を人質にしているんです。その意識のつながりを切断するため、あなたの力を
More
貸して
about
く
a
だ
little
さい。
friend than boob window dusk.
な
Yeah.
って
Yeah.
ないと言われて、おいそれとそれを信じると思います。
But yeah, Mithra, design,
なってない
not
なら
nearly as bad as
力をよこ
Pyrus,
せ
and
なんて
also
言わない
genuinely
で
not
しょ。
actually a bad character.
力を借りるだけ
You
で
just
す。
have to kind of read between the lines with her
人
whole
形た
thing.
ちに勝てれば奪われません。私たちなら勝てます。うんうん、いい
The
ね。
only feather
未来
that's
の勝利
working.
に
So
拍
what?
手
Did
を。
they just like take one of the feathers and put it on autopilot?
私には何
So
の
it's
関係も
zooming
ない
around for them to chase
キア
her?
ナはあなたを必要としています。
Like
彼女が
what?
必要としてるの
What
は
would be the point of that?
委員長なんでしょ。私もあなたが必要なんです。
Boob shot in the sight tsundere attitude. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the tsundere thing is very cringe at first glance, especially because of how anime that game is in
キアナ
general.
はあなたのことを否定しました。
But like I said, Mithra actually has quite a
で
bit
も
of
一緒
depth
に
to
いた
her,
時間を思い出してください。
in my opinion.
彼女が悪い人じゃないとわかるでしょう。彼女があなたのことを不可じゃないと言ったのは
Also says he thinks
あな
Fu
たが
wants a
嫌い
puppet
だから
pulling
じゃ
some
ない。
bait. You do not think that! You just don't want to be interrupted from writing your Sonic fanfiction. I
そう言
know!
ったのです。あなたにはあなたの思考やこだわりがあって、
I
そのこ
know
だわり
you're
を
just
貫
actually
く
writing
執
Sonic
着もあり
fanfiction,
ます
Fenty. You
自
put
分が
down
誰
that
か気にする
keyboard
必
and
要は
help
な
us.
い。あなたはあなたのなりたい姿になれますから。ずっとそれを伝えたかったんです。キアナも私もあなたが戻ってくることを望んでいます。
Fuhua's brain has states. There's Fuhua, New York, Fuhua, Texas, and Fuhua, Florida. Is that how it works? I don't think that's quite how that works. But alright then.
確かにあなたの話はあのデクノボーたちよりかは面白いです。でも結局のところあなたたちがやらかした問題じゃないですか。あなたたちが解決すべきです。そう、やるなら自分で。ごめんなさい。僕電磁、あなた力が戻りました。今です。
Seal of my power! Deal with it! Oh hey, that's probably her ultimate move that I could never actually manage to do. Because I can't into comboing.
I got no strings to hold me down.
何あなたなるほど。これが力を奪われる感覚ですか。
式の律者の方はどうなっていますか？
彼女は大丈夫です。ただ私たちの間の会話は途切れました。
One button press to end fight, yeah, really. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that's the only combat this chapter. Oh wait, no, that's right, I keep forgetting it's still the same
正
chapter.
確に言うと彼女はこのことに同意していません。彼女の心の迷いをつかせてもらいま
Press
した。
Y to punch
た
Boulder.
だこちらも時間がありませんでし
Yeah,
た。
Fuhua is secretly the Chris Redfield of this game.
きっと今頃は怒り心頭ですね。
ちゃんと彼女を見つけ出し謝ります。これは私が解決しなければならない問題です。でも今はキアナを助けに行きましょう。
Look at her up there. Freeze frames mid jump like the fucking ending of an 80s movie. Don't you forget about me. Don't you. But who's the Leon? What's Leon known for? besides getting cucked by Ada. What's Leon's defining characteristic? Chris Redfield just punching boulders. And wanting people to fuck his sister.
Oh, なるほど。これが意識の力。落ち着いてください、ブローニャさん。まだ奴らは力を自在に扱えないはずです。これは目くらましに過ぎません。
Having a gun? He's known for being knockoff Dante when Dante was supposed to be him!
そんなにここを通りたいなら目を閉じたまま戦ってみたら。
少し厄介ですね。
ブローニャさん、意識の中で方向を定めた後、それを知るべにキアナを目指して動けば大丈夫です。
What are you reading and listening to, Tokino? That's the stream. These are the kind of discussions we have here. At twitch.tv/Novinator said. May is Ada. Wesker. I feel like Otto has to be Wesker, right? Like, if Honkai had an English dub, it would have to be DC Douglas. Come on.
動けば大丈夫簡単に言うけど、2つの律者の力を持つ私たちを前に、あなたたちは
一体何が？
人形がゆっくりと倒れていく。
赤い雷光、メイ姉様。
メイさんが
Suffer! Suffer as I have suffered! May I love you! How long have I been playing Honkai? Since October of last year? I love you now, May. Torture her. Torture her as I have been tortured. May, I will fucking freeze the Columbo goal and start a fund to get your figure. If you just get the killing blow on this goddamn piece of shit. Girl!
あなたたちが弱すぎるから。あなたたちの支配は
Get
所詮
fucked!
強引に奪っているだけに過ぎない。でもあなたたちより強い力の持ち主が相手だとダメージを負うだけでなく支配の力自体も乱れてしまうよね。覚悟はいい？今のはただのお試し。あなたたちの支配と私の
Ah, yes, Fire Emblem Dominance and Fire Emblem Conquest.
ここからが本番よ。
メイ先輩。
Awkward.
メイ先輩、もう戦わなくていいよ。連れてってあげる。セイフレイヤに戻ろう。みんな待ってるよ。
Oh, this is a debate.
一緒に過去に戻ろう。
Oh, May, come on, don't fall for this, May!
もう二度と離れ離れにならないから。
May, you're being the most intelligent character in this goddamn game right now. Do not fall for this. May? May!
過去に戻る必要はない。そして彼女にもそんな必要はないわ。
Girl! Oh, thank God. Thank God. 3 hopes out in slightly over a month. God damn. And now May is Chris Redfield. I didn't have time.
所詮は盗んだ力。その程度ってわけね。
なんだよ、力を使い切って。そっちだって。
She literally kicked your ass. Shut the fuck up.
そんな姿でどうやって今のあなたなら
Okay.
そしたら楽しみに
Don't care. Laugh at her. Yes! So anyway, I started slashing.
私にはわかる。キアナちゃんたちは何があってもあなたには負けないわ。
何の音？
外で何かあったみたいね。
外ってみんなに何か？
彼女たち、リツシャと戦ってるみたい。
I real talk, I thought it was a thunderclap. And I was like, what are you guys in South Carolina? Where you get major thunderstorms while it's still fucking sunny outside? Okay, never mind. That totally is thunderclapping. Like, it's coming from outside, but that is totally thunderclapping.
支配のリツシャの力が弱まったわ。
Or nights like dismantled, all the sword users were either hidden or passed down in families. Most of their own, especially if they chose to work for you or not. This show would be about bringing the Order of Knights back. Yep. Yeah, no, that would have been way smarter. Again. It's the same issue with fucking Phoenix now in Revice. If you don't have the budget to make it seem believable that you're supposed to have this big organization of warriors or scientists in Phoenix's case, if you don't have the budget to actually make that organization seem like a real organization, then don't write that into your story.
あんたが入学したての頃、最強のバルキリーになるって騒いでたわよね。ちょっと目を離しただけなのに。
The May is from South Carolina. Yeah, May is South Carolina. Who was Texas? May has the power to make it rain, despite it being completely sunny outside.
I'm trying to get closure with you, but the clap of May's palm across the puppet's face is restoring space-time.
Or destroy it like Blade, or destroy it like Blade in the first fucking episode, which was its own different kind of problem.
かけがえのない思い出よ。もうそれができないと思うと悔しいわね。この先道はまだまだ長いけど、私はもうそばにいてあげられない。
But I love you.
大丈夫よ、キアナ。あんたが私を失望させることはないわ。覚えておきなさい。あんたの周りにはたくさんの人がいて、あんたを支え、守ってくれている。その中には私もいるの。私の旅はここまでよ。
Also, Ron would be mad about not being stronger than Telma.
あんたの道。
This issue would be that his sword refuses to work with him. Ah, yeah.
あの扉を
Disaster's thing it also may become the rider. Of course.
そうだよね。
わからない。でもそうだと思うわ。セーフレイヤのみんなによろしく言っておいて。
うん。
メイにはその選択を応援するけど、次は友達に悪いことしちゃダメよって伝えておいて。
Tell May I get what she's doing and why she's doing it, but not to beat up her girlfriend next time, maybe.
きっと優秀なリーダーになれるとあの子に伝えておいて。
うん。私もそう思う。
フカにはこれから先もう会うことはできないけど、セーフレイヤがあろうとなかろうと、あんたはみんなの委員長だって伝えておいて。
うん。
これからは学園長だけがあんたたちの面倒を見るんだから、ちゃんと言うことを聞いて怒らせちゃダメよ。学園長を手伝ってあげて。いつも強がってるけど、本当は私たちよりもずっと大変なのよ。
わかってるよ。
あ、そうだ。ラグナ隊長はリタとデュランダルの先生でもあったわ。機会があったら隊長の意思を彼女たちにも教えてあげて。
任せて。
最後にキアナ、 あんたのことだけど、私はずっと
You could keep Disaster. You would just have to actually use his original characterization, which was the fact that apparently in the past he murdered several former swordsmen, and it first seemed to actually have a rivalry with Buster, not with Ron.
キアナ
So maybe
あまり
actually
気
play
を
that
据えな
up.
いで
Have it be that Disaster killed his mentor or whatever, or the previous swordsman of Earth, some shit like
今は
that.
夢の中夢から覚めたらみんな
That would
前
also,
に
you
向
know,
かって
actually
進ま
give
ないといけ
Buster
ない
anything to do.
別
You
れを
could
恐れ
actually
ない
do
で
stuff with him
過
being
去
a
に別れ
dad.
を告げるのは
Have him be even more, have him be a lot more apprehensive than any other characters to take up the sword, despite it being his birthright or whatever, because he has a family to take care of.
分かってるよ。
I'm sorry.
ごめ
My
ん
voice acting broke.
ごめん姫子先生。
I know the text was just not
分かってるの。こういう時は笑って別れを告げてあの扉をくぐるべきだって。ここが記憶の残影で現実の方が戻るべき場所だって分かってるのに。でも
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, wasn't the former Kenzin the one he killed in the actual show?
時間は
And yet there's never like any weird, there's never any confrontation with him and Ron, despite them hanging out so much and doing nothing.
さよならを言う機会すらなか
What
っ
a
た。
shit show.
話したいことがまだたくさんあるのに。偉そうに言った目標もまだ実現できてないのに。これは夢。夢はいつか覚めるものだって分かってるから。
On.
ちゃんと戻って千人律者を倒してメイ先輩を連れて帰るから。第11律者も第12律者も終焉の律者にだって勝ってみせる。この完璧じゃない物語を私たちの望んだように変えるから。ただ
Oh, honey.
子先生にも見せたかった。
見れるに決まってるわキアナあんたが望めば私もちゃんとそれを見届けることができる。私はあんたの心の中にいるんだから。あんたを見てると自分の子供の頃を思い出すわ。母の葬式で私はどうしようもないくらい泣きじゃくって父の腕を掴んで離れようとしなかった。しばらくしてその場に残っているのは私と父の2人だけになってたわ。長いこと父は私の頭を撫でてくれてた。顔を上げて父を見てみるとその目は赤くなっててね。私と違って静かに涙を流してたの。でも父はこう言った。大丈夫だ姫子。母さんは星になって空の上から見守ってくれていると。今まで父はそういった表現をしたことがなかったし、慰めの言葉も不器用だったわ。けど今でも私はその言葉を信じてる。キアナ、あんたが信じてくれるなら私は星になって空の上からあんたを見守ってるわ。たとえ明かりが消え月が輝きを失ってもずっと変わらないかすかな光があんたの進む方向を照らしてる。だから恐れないで。私はいなくなってなんかない。生徒のため前に進む力になってやることが教師にとって最も望む結末よ。
分かってる。
全ては終わり変わっていく。その変化はあんたの世界を丸ごと変えることがあるかもしれないけど、でも大丈夫。それがこの世界で最も強い力、人々に希望や道を切り開く力を与えてくれる。 迷った時は星空を見上げなさい。私はそこであんたのために夜を照らすから。
ありがとう姫子先生。私そろそろ行くね。
ええ、行ってらっしゃい。前に進みなさいキアナ。恐れず大胆に。私はこれからもずっとあんたを見守ってるわ。だってあんたはこの村田姫子の生徒だもの。
姫子先生。
ん？
先生の生徒になれて嬉しかった。先生に出会えて私幸せだよ。
私も同じよ。行きなさいキアナ。
じゃあね姫子先生。
Oh, come on! Oh, you should have just ended the chapter. Good God.
行きなさいキアナ。みんながあんたを待ってるわ。私はあんたを見守り続けるから。これで会うのは最後だけど。
A story continually hampered by its format. Now you feel like playing Xenoblade 2, you too, JC. I was talking about that earlier.
人生から太陽が消えたからといって泣いてし
Oh,
まう
I'm
が。
getting in the mood to play a overly long JRPG.
どう？いい言葉でしょ？タゴールの詩よ。ある夜に私は記憶をすべて燃やし、
Come on,
それ
really?
から私の夢は綺麗に見えるようになった。ある朝に私は過去をすべて捨て、それから私の足取りは
Kinda
軽
wanna
く
play
なっ
that
た。
fourth area in 13 settles, but it's apparently 10k
これも
waves.
タゴールの
Jesus
言葉よ。
Christ.
気に入ったのなら今度読んでみて。どうしたのキアナ。まだ私の話が聞きたいの？立ち止まるのは良くないわ。ちゃんと言うことを聞いて。
Is there ever gonna be an end to it? God.
まあ、あんたたちはもういたずらをするような年じゃない
The
か。
saber thing, yeah.
聖フレイヤでの日々はまるで昨日の出来事のよう。あ、
Some
私
just
にと
run
って
away
は
part way, but yes, it
確
does
か
end.
に
Good
昨日の出
God.
来事ではあるわね。あの赤のドレス。
Just make it a
まだ一度も
full-on
着ていないのに。
cutscene. Right? Right,
残念だわ。
CT?
今のあんたたちは
Like,
もう
I
授
don't,
業を受
like,
け
I
なく
don't
てもい
care
い
if
のよ
it's not
ね。
high budget. I don't even care if it's just hand-drawn stills.
学園長を手伝ってあげなさいね。知ってる？学園長はたまに口が悪いけど、ちゃんとあんたたちのことを思ってるから。メイのことなら心配いらないわ。
Why is I hate you all
あんた
censored?
たちは最高のパートナーなんだから。ここで立ち止まってたら、メイに追いつけなくなるわよ。
I wanna stay here!
と、
You're cool!
私は物語の本じゃないわよ。
It ends with a cutscene.
勇敢に進みなさい、キアナ。私の心はずっとあんたと一緒にいるから。これからもあんたたちの成長を見守り続けるわ。また夢の中で会えるかもしれないわね。
Dead people don't dream, Himiko.
未来に不安を感じるのは当たり前のことだから大丈夫よ。自分のやりたいことをやればいいの。忙しくてもちゃんとご飯は食べなさいよ。まあ、あんたの場合その心配はいらないか。入学したばかりの頃の訓練をまだ覚えてる？
Come on! Really?
全員まとめてかかってこいって
Really?
私が挑発したでしょ。
This better end with the depressed
誰
twerking
も
music.
私に勝てなかった。でも今なら
It's not ninja, it's not even the hurt. The hurt already happened. It's that doing this and having to continually talk to her over and over and over again is annoying.
Me?
I don't think it's about being sad.
些細なことばかり思い
Same
出しちゃうの
does.
かしらね。
Like, I was already plenty sad. I was already very close to tearing up. This is just taking me out of it. It's like the fucking ending of, Kanazuki no Miko, where there's the big emotional death scene that you're theoretically supposed to give a shit about, and then they spend over half the episode talking about all the shit they would do if the show didn't suck. It's like, just move on already!
学園長だっていつもお菓子を一番下の引き出しに隠してるじゃない。
I'm gonna steal them.
実はこっそり何回
I'm
かもら
gonna
ったん
steal
だ
their
けど
snacks.
学園長気づいてたかしら
Kanazuki no Miko. That's the really fucked up one I've talked about
教えちゃ
before,
ダメよ
that some people still go to bat for because it was like one of the first actual quote-unquote canon Yuri
み
anime.
んなの秘密をうっかりばらしちゃいそう。まだ時間がある。チャンスがあると思って。
But it's actually incredibly
結局
fucked up
できなかったことがたくさんあるわ。
because one of the main girls literally sexually assaults the other one at one point,
先延ばしせずに思いっきりチャレン
and
ジするわ
like
よ。
she has another possible love interest that's a male, and their relationship is like actually genuinely portrayed
これは昔聞いた
kind of,
ある物語よ。
you know,
キアナ
good,
自分が
whereas
死
the
ぬと分かった
lesbian relationship
母親
the
が
show's trying to promote is
子供のために
extremely
手紙を
fucked
た
up.
くさん書いて
Yeah, Utena with less
毎年
cat
子供の
drugs,
誕生
exactly.
日になると手紙が届くようにしたの。そして子供へのプレゼントに彼女はキャンディーを買うのに十分なお小遣いを手紙に入れた。子供が大きくなるにつれ手紙に入ったお小遣いも増えていく。彼女はそういう形で子供の成長を見守ったわ。自分がいなくなっても子供の成長を励ます母親として、その子供時代を守れるようにね。残念だけど今の私にはあんたたちにそういう手紙を残す時間はないわ。でもね、キアナ、私もあんたたちの成長を守ることはできる。あんたたちが私から学んだもの、引き継いだもの、それが私があんたたちに残したキャンディーよ。それはあんたたちが大人になることを助け、前へと進む力となる。それが私の存在した証。私がずっとあんたたちのそばにいる証よ。キアナ、もうあんたに教えられるものは何もないわ。この先どんな困難があろうともあんたは乗り越えられる。あんたなら正しい選択ができる。私はそう信じてるから。
Oh. Okay. Done for real now, right? No more fake outs? That was it? There's not another secret thing where if I get that message like 5 times, I'll get another cutscene or anything? No more, okay. Yeah, Honkai Impact the Third, ladies and gentlemen. A beautiful, beautiful story continually hampered by its presentation and status as a video game.
あんたは私の誇りよ。
Wait, I could have gotten candy out of all this? Well, where is it?
It was metaphorical, honey.
I no longer love you.
キアナ、大丈夫？
Oh, the Jiden Bulma. Could I have just walked away the entire time? Yes. Yes, I could have.
ブローニャ、どうしてここに？
バカ、キアナを助けに来たに決まってるじゃないですか。
何があったの？
Love Naruto, but this has me crying.
基本に立ち返って戦う。
Get fucked.
いろいろあったの。助けに来てくれてありがとう。ここを出たら全部話すから。今はまず奴らと決着をつけよう。
Yana, are you okay? Looked like you were trying to breakdance an oiled up twister bat. Not far away, the puppets drag themselves, but I don't care. I don't care.
どうしちゃったの？
It doesn't matter.
先ほど
They're clowns.
人形たちが急に体を震わせたかと思うと、その場で倒れてね。状況から考えて、おそらく雷の律者による攻撃だと思う。
メイ先輩。
メイ姉様もきっとどこかで一緒に戦っているんだと思います。
その後、奴らが断りの律者の力を使って構築したものが全て消えた。
ブローニャもそれを感じました。かすかにですが、断りの律者の力がコアに戻りつつあるみたいです。
メイさんの攻撃は人形の力を大幅に削った。おそらく今の奴らに律者の力を支配する余裕はない。
つまり奴らの力を削り続ければ奪われた力を取り戻せるってことだよね。
ブローニャもそう思います。
じゃあやることは
May
簡
has
単だね。
crippled the clowns. What a
削
queen.
り切るまで頑張れば
I'm very sorry I ever spoke ill of her. I cannot stress how much I appreciate her just kind of completely shutting down the clown squad this chapter. That also implies Bronya is weaker than the clowns. Bronya has sadly been like I obviously don't agree with this bitch's the stuff this bitch is spouting.
あなたがっかりさせちゃうだろうけど
But it is a fact that despite being one of the first people to become an heir share after Kiana's whole incident, she has very much kind of fallen behind in power level.
いいよキアナ。私はヒーローなんかじゃない。
Like, May is probably significantly stronger than her. Senti is definitely significantly stronger than her.
私はただ彼女たちが残した道をたどって歩んできただけ。彼女たちがちゃんと存在したことを忘れないように。
そう。そうかもしれないね。だが、
The lovely couple.
私たちは違う。
No, you're
気
not.
をつけて。あの異様な気配がますます強くなってる。
私たちはヒーローじゃない。彼らは私たちと同じ人間。
あんたたちは人間の本質をすべて代弁してるわけじゃない。
しかし。
Nope, I don't care.
あんたたちは人の心の闇しか見ようとせず、美しいものを見ようとしない。あんたたちは人類を支配して諦めさせようとそそのかしたくせに、彼らの心にあるもう一つの声を聞こうとしなかった。
People have shades of gray to them, bitch. Life is not just pain. You can learn this and other valuable life lessons at the same mental level on Sesame Street.
いいだろう、キアナ。来い。
ここが最後の舞台。来たよ、支配の律者。
Wow, and these ones don't have their asses sticking out. I'm almost actually threatened. No, I'm
遠
not.
距離からの攻撃に気をつけて。
I hit the button. There we go.
どうして立ち止まらない？こんな無意味なことをして何の意味がある？
I hit the button! Excuse me. Was this chapter released after Kamen Rider Zero One? Maybe. I swear to God, I've hit the button every single time. It's only worked like twice. Bruh. There is a puppet named Freezer. Freezer! Just getting hit by that every single time, apparently.
Get down here and fight me yourself, Freezer.
not this who that was supposed to happen. Because all of a sudden it just started strong-arming me.
委員長委員長を返して
慌てないすぐにあなたたちの番だから
Erotic Miles! G. Raymond! For Narnia! Leander! Samuel! Clark! Terrence! Sean! Cindy! Spencer! So dumb. Right, Worth is in jeopardy. Oh no! That's the first actual threat we've had from this thing. Oh! Oh, honey, no! Not my daughter, you bitch! Insert twerky, no twerking, actually. They just kicked me right to the next stage. They knew better. For once, they knew better. Oh, fuck that! You cheating horse! I always hated physics! Bitch. Jeter.
人形の糸が全てを操ってる。この場所は最初から奴らのテリトリー。
Bromland. Miranda.
こんなこともできるの？
Chris. Terrible.
ネチネチしてうっと
I get why they're doing this. These are so terrible.
キアナのターン。私の番。
怒ったよ
Oh no, she's wojacking again. You're so mad. Ah! Yo! I'm sliding! Whee! That was fun. It's sort of the Mario 64 slide music. Ooh! Oh, I'm fucking dying. Wow, they really are, why even have it be considered multiple stages? If you're just gonna, like, have it be, like, one continuous sequence. Wow, it's fucking nothing. I'm so excited to kill this clown show. Like I said, I literally almost took the night off because I was so tired. I probably could have gone back to sleep even after my nap. But I was like, no. I want to be done with this. I want to be done with this. I want to finish catching up. Or at least finish this arc. Go back to, playing a real game sooner than later. Was the only set piece the glider sequence against Devalin? Yes, yeah. Yeah, that was the only, like, unique non-combat fight, as far as I can recall. This arc has had some very cool moments sandwiched between far and away the worst villain I've seen in a long time. In, like, in any game or form of media, period. I swear to God, if I lose to the cutscene! Metagross! It's a shiny Metagross. I was gonna say, the child boss in Genshin is also pretty unique, but that was the Liyue arc, not Mondstadt. But yeah, Child's boss fight is still the coolest one in the game to me. Just all the different phases. He actually feels fair to fight, and not like they couldn't come up with a good enough moveset, so they just made him an HP sponge, like most of the newer bosses. That's how all the newer ones are. Ashtaha is the worst, but like even Senora and out of control puppet Shogun, I feel like the only thing that makes them even remotely challenging is that they have an absurd amount of health. Raiden. Like, the Raiden fight's fun. Like, the Raiden fight's got some cool moves. Arknight's got too rough for me. I wanted to make sure that we had time to, I wanted to get that event finished, aka have Boop do that event for me. Get all I could possibly get out of that, so didn't want to waste stamina trying to get to the actual story when I was having such a tough time with it. She has to drink mechanics and fuck her HP, basically, yeah. Like, her actual moveset and, like, how easy she is to dodge, I think she's fine. Like, I think she is a fair... I think she is challenging without being, like, unfair. Uh-oh. Good God! Oh God. I don't know if I don't think I'm supposed to lose this. I'm scared. This fucker. I was gonna say, I've fought this thing before. I don't think it was quite this elaborate. I'm scared. I'm actually very scared right now, because this guy is genuinely kind of tough. Oh wait, he's dead. Okay. I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to lose this. I'm doing decent damage to him. He just hits like a fucking truck. Okay, thank God. But yeah, Raiden would be genuinely a very fun and well-designed fight, if not for how much HP she has. Same with Senora. I feel like Senora's a little too chunky as well. Finale, curtain fall. Was that the last mission? Was that the last actual mission? Are we at the light? Is this the light at the end of the tunnel? Are we about to get a Keto-ass cutscene? I genuinely don't think this character or this villain, this arc, whatever you want to call it, deserves a Kino-ass anime cutscene. But like I said, the nature of the battle suits, I think I might know what we're building towards. And I feel like it has to have an anime cutscene if it is what I think it is. Yeah! Boy! Get the popcorn, boys and girls! Yeah! Budget!
Do not hurt my girlfriend and my daughter, you whore! Yeah! Fuck 'em up! Oh, God! Necessary. The anti-spiral called. He just wants to talk. It's never fucking done, Kiana. You're gonna have to put it down. Girl! Is this a remix of Rubia? Or is this new? Baby! Girl, yeah! Oh, this was so worth 12 minutes of a fucking flower. When did you have time to do your hair up?
I'm hearing a lot of things. I think that this is totally a new song.
たくさんの人を変えました。
Oh,
これからも多くの人を変えていくでしょう。
girl!
その日を見届けたいから。
Like, this is definitely a new song, but there's like
ここで止まったりしない。
instrumentation of a bunch of other stuff. I don't think they're dead. I think she's just using their cores. Yeah, fuck, they're literally in her sword. Boy!
美しくないのは当たり前。でも諦めちゃダメだって。世界はそんなにひどくないって教えてくれる人がいた。私は彼女たちを。
Yeah, I thought that's where we were building towards.
この剣は私たちをつないで。
The nature of the actual battlesuit spoiling stuff, but yeah. Arc Knights would never.
私とみんなの。
Oh! Genshin would never. Oh! That's some father-son Kamehameha shit. Fucking music. Yeah, that's definitely a new song, but there was a lot going on there. It was almost like a fucking remix of literally every song we've heard up until now. Like, I thought it was a Rubia remix at first. There was a little bit of everything in there. Jesus fucking Christ, literal Super Saiyan Air with the flames. Good fucking god. I'm not gonna say that was worth sitting through Masterpiece Clown Theater, but holy fucking shit. Jesus Christ. Genshin would never.
あんたたちの負けだよ。
What's that? Got nothing to say now?
ああ
Moon
私たちは
Halo.
負けた。でも私たちは何に
Yeah, we're gonna
負け
need
た？
that one. Episode title: Set Fire to the Clowns. Yes. Yeah, I'm not a music person, so I can't tell you like the exact term for like what they were doing there, but there was a lot going on there.
希望に？それとも
Also, oh
単に
no, clicking
力
off
に
the
負け
window
た？
cut out the puppet's dialogue. I'm so sorry.
でも
You're
分
very
かり
heartbroken,
た
I'm
い
sure.
よ、キアナ。キアナ、羨ましいよ。どうしてあなたは毎回勝てるの？妨害があってもあなたは動揺しない。どんな窮地に陥
Yeah, no, there
ろ
were
うとも
what cores
あなたは
those
自分
were
の力で乗り越える。
私は一人じゃないから。
でも私たち
just
は
literally her
一人
using the
じゃない。
cores of
私たちは
the one
1000
Himiko.
人も仲間がいる
Like
の
Himiko wasn't an air share, but she
あん
did
た
have
た
a
ちを
core,
繋いで
right?
いるのは理想でも理解でも互いを信じ合う心でもない。あんたたちはただ同じ目的のために集まって。
So I think it's void, reason, sentience, and
仲間とは言わない。
whatever one Himiko had.
なるほど。でもキアナ、あと一つだけ聞きたい。あなたたちの
If it's
信念
why so serious, I'm stabbing you right now and hard. Haste. That's it.
本当に崩壊に勝てるの？私たちは
so-
失敗したかもしれ
Or
ない
well,
けど。
those are gems. Gems are not the same thing as the cores. My bad.
私たちよりもずっと
Don't
矛
think
盾
they are
して
anyway.
て強い。その時、あなたはまだそんな儚いものを頼りに戦おうとするの？
私は諦めない。それに儚いものなんかじゃないよ。これは人が人である証。
Face more complex enemies in the future. Well, because I skipped ahead that one time, because of the event, I have it on. I have it on good authority / assumption that the next arc is largely going to be finally dealing with Otto, who is without question a much better villain than Masterpiece Clown Theater. The haste gem was powerful enough to rival an actual core. Okay. Alright, so that is what's in there, right? Like, that is the fourth one. Void, Sentience, Reason, and the haste gem. Yeah, okay. Alright, cool.
いや、ずっとわかってるはずだよ。あなたへの試練は
Do you think May is back outside the theater doing the Fairly Odd Parents escalator thing because her gem doesn't get included? Oh. He wants to fuck a tree. What's so complex about that? There's a little more to it than that. The last puppet, the theater where the curtain had fallen. Clap, clap, clap.
Executed, motherfucker!
Do I know the series Amphibia? I do not. Oh, that was cool. There is no way in hell I'm reading these. I cannot imagine these things are important. If they are, then we'll read them later. Are these important, though? May tweaking out! Why is everybody inside of my girlfriend except for me?! Alright, we do need to watch these at least, fine. Are we sure about that? Oh, it's the shitty format. No! Ah! Come on, really? I get it, I see it. It's Himiko's sword, but come the fuck on. There's a kid from that series dressed up as Edelgard, Pog. Oh, dear God. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, there's voice acting. There's at least voice acting. I was clicked off of it again, my bad. Ah! Get back on there! Shit! I was gonna say, yeah, this is actually in the present time, then yeah, they can finally actually do this. Now that they know for sure what happened to her. The clown didn't kill anyone, as far as I know. Unless the people it absorbed into it, like, can't come back now that we killed it, then I do not think the clown puppet actually killed a single person. Main character or otherwise.
けどしばらくして、私は後悔したわ。
I was gonna say, yeah, Fuhua and Bronya getting the strings pulled.
教師のくせに授
Like
業
the
に
strings
は遅れる
presumably
し、
cutting into them to make them bleed that
朝帰り
bad.
も
That was
するし、
fucked up.
二
But
日
I
酔いで
don't
起き
believe
て
they're
こない
actually
ことも
dead.
しばしばあった。彼女から没収したものだけで物置部屋がいっぱいになるほどだったわ。生徒たちは彼女のことが大好きだったけど、私はため息ばかりついてたのを覚えてる。彼女はあまりにも教師らしくなかったから。
Yeah, like they were definitely fucked up, but I don't believe they're dead.
でも
They're fine.
そんな教師が
Just gotta get them some chicken
自
nuggies.
分の生徒を救ったの。そんな教師が私たちに仲間の意味、戦うことの意味、理想の意味を教えてくれた。そして美しさの意味もね。彼女は最高の先生だったわ。
I'll drink to that one. Marble
姫
pie.
子、これ
Oh.
いいお酒よね。没収した時、あなたがとても
I mean, didn't have a choice. She was apparently so bad that she would regularly stumble into her students' bedrooms,
あなたに返すわ。
fall asleep in their beds. You did the right thing, Tariri. Yana walked up and kissed his broken greatsword. Pushed faster, the crackling was still whatever. Tighten your grasp on the vessel.
私は迷ったせいで過ちを犯し、恐怖で自分を見失ったことがある。暗闇の中で姫子先生が空に明かりを灯してくれた。静かな夜を歩むための道を照らしてくれた。どう進めばいいのか教えてくれた。姫子先生。先生が残してくれた空は今も綺麗だよ。私たちは先生が切り開いてくれた道を歩いて前へと進むから。
Purple Prouse. I saw the link. I can't click links right now because we're in the bad cutscenes where the audio fucking dies. Oh, it doesn't matter right now. Oh, Dimulith. Beautiful. You love to see it. God damn it. Stop! Why does it do that? Only sometimes. Oh. Did you also come to visit her, you tsundere sack of shit? She fucking had to sneak back out when everybody else left. What a loser.
姫子先生、こんな時に一人で会いに来てごめんなさい。あなたの教えはずっと覚えています。それがあるおかげで、私は自分の
I will once again say that even putting the bad, like, if the format had been better, maybe. But, once again, and I am glad, don't get me wrong, in terms of the actual story and everything, I am glad that they finally did something like this proper for her, now that they know for sure what happened to her. But, once again, I almost feel like it's unnecessary. Cinematic-ass anime cutscene did a lot more for honoring her and just showing this.
行動で示した方がいいですよね。今までありがとうございました。あなたの生徒になれて幸せでした。
Then she flew away. Uh-oh. You don't have a... I was gonna say, who else could go there? Nobody else really has that strong of a connection to her. Alright. Fucking May going back to visit Kev.
支配の律者が倒されたわ。
ああ、
Thank
知
fucking
っている
god.
よ。
そのコアは消え、
Anything actually relevant?
行方もわからない。
Outstanding. I'm sure that won't be a plot point later.
でも今日はそのことで来たわけじゃない。
何が聞きたい？
私が律者の力を使って人形と戦った時、私の意識は言い表せない妙な空間に連れて行かれた。そこは律者の力の根源たる場所だと思う。果てしない意識がそこを覆っているように感じた。その意識は私の脳内に何かを直接注ぎ込もうとしたけど、
Oh my god, the puppets tried to give her brain
私の体内
holes.
を満たす電磁波によって阻まれたわ。
Yo! Terrifying.
ケビン、私は疑問に感じたの。
And yet she still fucking gave those awesome insults towards
そ
it.
の意識が
What a queen.
例の崩壊の神なら、そんなことで自分の使徒に影響を与えられなくなるもの。
I don't fucking know. I
前の
just
世
work
代から
here.
今日まで全文明の最後の英雄として戦ってきたあなたが何も知らないわけないわよね。今の世代の人たちに教えていない秘密はあとどれだけあるの？答えてほしい。
He's thinking really hard about butt stuff.
今すぐに。
Don't disturb him. Ma'am, this is a former Wendy's.
今の君にならその資格がある。
資格？
Eligible to get a Dave's Big and Juicy? I could go for a Wendy's burger right now. That sounds kino.
答えを求める資格さ。
How long she walked? She was still surrounded by darkness. The corridor stretched on and on. Felt something in
ケビン
there.
ケビン、 あなたって本当に人に迷惑をか
Oh! Okay. I guess that's when this was added. Also, what the hell? Oh, do we really? Oh, come on. Do we really need to know what Duda was doing that whole time? I know who that is, kind of, just because of this mode. So this is Elysian Realm, the hard mode of basically the closest thing this game has like a hard mode. I've been playing through it off screen, not like actually watching any of the cutscenes, just kind of glossing through everything. I had no idea what the context for this place was. I thought it was some weird thing where like May got because the implication of what I thought. And then again, this is just based on what I've gleaned. I've not read the whole story properly. Precisely because I wanted to avoid spoilers for the main plot. I thought the whole thing with this place is that May somehow got isekai'd into the previous era. Because this is the previous era's Sakura. And as far as I can tell, all the other people here are also from the previous era. Like, Kevin is here. Mobius is here. Nobody else is really around right now. A random steampunk magician is here. Yeah, there's a lot of people here, but there's an alternate version of Fuhua here, an older version. I thought May got isekai'd, but Alicia seemed to actually be there in that cutscene. So I don't know what's going on anymore. Unless Alicia is also somehow just alive from the previous era, like Kevin. And maybe the start of this mode was her sending her back. I don't know. More BS, more like more BS. Ah ha 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 ha. Also, when did I get an extra key? When did I get an extra key? I can unlock someone. I can unlock a new character to play through. Who's actually leveled to the point where I could do decent with them. Raven. We can do Bronya. She's got her weapon, at least one stigma. Didn't everyone here love the scene when Morbius started stabbing people? Did I say Morbius? I meant Mobius. Gonna learn every Monday. Oh, you get a key per week? Oh, I did not realize that. I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright, yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure what I thought this mode was, but I guess now is the time when I actually have to find out? God, I'm scared. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea how much text this mode has. I'm currently on Chapter 3 because I skipped to it for an event, but I haven't done any of Chapter 2, or at least I didn't think I did. Maybe I did. No, I definitely haven't. That's right. More will show up. Yeah, I did all of Chapter 1, apparently, most of Chapter 3, and some of Chapter 2. But not much. Archive next to the couches. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm definitely not doing it tonight. But, because that cloud shit did still take a lot out of me. Even with the Kino payoff. But, yeah, good God, that's gonna take a while. How important is this? Like I said, I almost thought it was a weird AU thing. I did not think this would actually be important. I wish I could, like, show off all the characters who are in here. Because we've got some interesting people in here, even besides the ones who look like characters we know, or are characters we know. In the case of, the Fuhua. I wish I could kind of show off the jokers that are here, but I guess that'll have to wait for another time. For May, it's needed. Also, backstory for questions I want. Okay. Yeah, like, I guess it's gonna be necessary. May is still separated from the main group. Including in that one chapter I played. 26 or whatever I think it was. Not sure, actually. Maybe 27. But, but yeah, they are still separate, and this is gonna be important for May's story, then I guess we have to, just good God. I'm kind of dreading it. Because, like I said, it's a lot of text. This mode is, it genuinely, for the most part, takes longer to get through the cutscenes, even just skipping through everything, than it does to get through the actual combat portion of it. Like, it's beefy. A lot beefier than I thought it was. A lot more important than I thought it was. That's gonna be fun! For now, I don't think I'm too worried. Still there? Yay! That could be helpful. That moment they mentioned May again, once I skipped ahead. I were lucky I didn't think anything about her being gone. Oh yeah, well, I mean, like I said again, when I skipped ahead, so like obviously I figured out a couple things from that. I knew that Fuhua was gonna come back at some point. I knew that Flame Scion was gonna be a thing. And I knew that May did not seem to be around, but I had no idea why. Like, I could kind of infer based on again, just the fact that these battle suits exist. And that she looks just so, so insane. But I didn't want to dwell on it too much. But yeah. Didn't end up ruining too much in the long run. Again, maybe I would have been a little more worried about if Fuhua and Bronya were dead. But like, yeah, they wouldn't kill them. They wouldn't kill Bronya. They can't do that. They actually can't do that. That's illegal. It would also be stupid to kill Fuhua when we literally just got her back. But alright. That was really good. At least the ending was. Like, getting there was very, very insufferable. Like, oh, God, no. Like, I stand by everything I said. That, oh, it's not even cutscenes, it's just, oh, it's just profiles. It's literally just profiles on all the people who got absorbed into the clown theater. Okay. But yeah, as good as that cutscene was, I genuinely almost feel like that villain was not good enough for it. I almost kind of wish it may. Part of me actually wishes maybe they had found a way to combine it with the Fuhua arc or something. Because just Lily Pickle, Lily Pickle. What a loser. Like, just genuinely not an interesting villain at all. Conceptually, yes. If it hadn't, like, literally, I think if it hadn't talked until maybe, like, the very end, maybe, like, once they got to, like, the big fish in control of it all, like, maybe then it could have said something, but, like, just having these obnoxious, stupid-ass puppets talk ad nauseum about the same nihilistic bullshit, trying to mentally break the characters who have already been mentally broken. And once again, maybe, again, if it had also happened earlier, I could have still put up with them talking. But, like, after everything we've been through, after all the shit these girls have already been through, after how much they've already been broken down by this cold, dark world or whatever, and come out the other side stronger for it in spite of everything, like, who gives a shit? Like, literally, who gives a shit about what you're talking about, you piece of trash? Like, good God. Did you see Chapter 9? Did you see whatever chapter it was where Kiana got the bat? Like, you ain't shit, honey. You really ain't. But whatever. We got a Kino-ass cutscene out of it. We finally got some closure on Himiko. Everybody actually knows what's happened to her. We do know for sure that she's dead as far as... I don't know. It'd be after how many... They really drove it home after this, so it'd be really fucked up if she were somehow still alive between dimensions or some shit. So I do think she's gone for good, and I think the story is probably for the best that way. But it was not the worst thing in the world. But just, good God, fuck the air share of dominance. Just a stupid ass villain. I'm very curious what the hell this is gonna entail. It seems to just be a side chapter, focus on what I guess what Dudu was up to during all that time. I'm guessing maybe her. I don't see how she could have been involved with the puppet thing. She was kind of disconnected from that. But, doing something to maybe make up for getting her shit wrecked by Senti. Got a new battlesuit that I'm gonna assume came out at the time of that chapter. If you come back and it'll be framed explicitly as a resurrection, yeah. That EX chapter is only like an hour, 90 minutes apparently. That's good. That's cool. Thank you. Did the Abyss end? Oh, okay. I was like, why? Wait, why? The Abyss ended at some point while I was doing all that. It's a lot of text and kind of leads into future stuff. Okay. Alright, we're gonna hold off for now then. Next time, I don't know when or what it's going to be, actually. Like I said, I feel like I need to stop having my filler arc and get back to, real games. Get started on Yakuza. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another night out of this or not. I'm not... After Dark tonight, definitely. Absolutely. I'm not sure, I'm not sure how we're gonna proceed next time. I have entered a deeper abyss. Yeah, I don't know. If somebody has a time estimate on how long this Elysian Realm stuff is gonna take, like, I genuinely is like I appreciate the fact that it actually is important after all. But, like, y'all really genuinely... I cannot stress enough how fucking beefy this thing is. It takes me so long even just to button mash through all the text in here. Because there are fucking... How many Jokers are in here? Fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12... Of course it's 13. Like Kalpus? Kalpus I don't fucking understand. I beat his ass, I understand that. But I think Kalpus might just be a crazy person. Hence him being the Reese's Puffs person on that one meme. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out somehow. I'm just like, I want the main plot too. I don't want to take 3 streams getting through all the Elysian Realm stuff, which I'm worried it might, just to be able to get back to the main plot. So I don't know. I don't know for sure how we're gonna handle all that. If I can find like a video that like shows all the chapters back to back without the combat, then maybe I'll feel a little better. Right now, I'm just kind of scared. Wonder what Mihoyo will do once this game's full story is out there and they've reached the end. I wonder about that, right? Because it is kind of unclear, like, what the order is of some stuff sometimes. The pay-to-view got to be tied to event. It's so fucked up. Like I said, I do regret skipping ahead that one time. Like, if not for the really good rewards the Elysian Realm offers, and like I said, the events tied in, and same for that chapter I jumped ahead to, like, I definitely would not have. And I tried to tune most of that stuff out as best I could, at least the stuff I didn't do besides the stuff I did on screen with chapter 27. Oh, this game's gonna shut down one of these days. Like, I'm not, again, I don't know for sure that Otto is the villain of the next arc. It just definitely seemed like he was based on the one we watched. I don't know if it'll end up being permanently dealt with. I don't know who'd be left besides him. The Honkai itself? Kevin? I don't know. But it feels like the story is at least somewhat approaching a conclusion at a pretty decent pace, so I assume end of service will come not too long after that, which means I need to never ever spend money on this game again, besides maybe the $5 a month pass, but hopefully that day's not for, hopefully that's a ways off still. Again, all that Genshin money's gotta be going somewhere. Hopefully it's towards making this game, really, really be its best. Get a couple of good more years out of it. Because I'm late to the party, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Clowns aside. Alright. Good God, I'm close to my next level, sweet. Aside from building schools in China, don't get me wrong, that's important, but you know what I mean. Aside from saving actual children IRL, the money's gotta be going somewhere in terms of their actual games. And it sure as shit ain't Genshin. Genshin paid for that cutscene. Was Genshin out? Was Genshin out by the time that, by the time this cutscene came out? I don't know when this patch came out. I feel like Genshin may have paid for that cutscene. Called Project Flame Scion. Cool name. Alright. Alright, I'll check the math on that one on my own time. Meantime, I'm gonna get going. Take a break. Get some cookies. And finish up Uramichi Onisan in the Discord. In the meantime, thank you all very much for coming out. Special thanks to Fusiony, our go-kart tier patron, and yes, I believe Flame Scion only did come out, like, last year at some point? Something like that, yeah. I lost my train of thought, but check out the links in the description and shit. Drive tomorrow? I don't know about that. I'd feel bad having drive on an off day. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what for sure I'm doing tomorrow. I'm definitely not going to start Yakuza tomorrow. I don't want to start in the middle of the week. But, I also have to play Custom Robo Sunday. Forgetting about that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll let y'all know. Whatever the case. Love you guys. Nighty-night.